Hello, and welcome back to Twisted Veil, a Through the Breach campaign presented by Ink and Lyre. Before we pick up on our interesting cliffhanger where we left
Before
last
you
time,
pick us off, yeah.
pick you all off one by one. As always, we have some announcements. Deanna, do your thing.
That's me. I'm here to yell at you guys for a while with joy and happiness. All right. So, as usual, I want to give a shout out to our partners, those who stand beside us arm in arm. So I want to shout out Nine Realms Gaming. They create top-notch gaming accessories from the finest woods this realm has to offer. That's gaming accessories like dice vaults, dice towers, dice trays, and hero vaults. You can visit their website now at ninerealmsgaming.com and use our exclusive partner code LYRE10, LYRE10, to get 10% off at ninerealmsgaming.com. Yeah! I also want to shout out DICEY Encounters, who's very new to us. They are a new partner of ours. We're holding hands gently. It's lovely. DICEY Encounters makes gorgeous handcrafted dice for the most dicey encounters. They make standard sets, chonky dice, magnets, and singles. If you want to grab a set of these glittering gems, love that turn of phrase, head over to diceencountersdice.com and use our exclusive partner code at LYRE10, LYRE10, to get 10% off your purchase at diceencountersdice.com. Also want to shout out Tabletop Audio at tabletopaudio.com for the ambiance and music that we use from time to time on stream. All of the audio is amazing and completely free to use in your own games, but you can also consider supporting Tim on Patreon so he can continue to make amazing sound sets. We at Ink and Lyre currently support him, and we encourage you to do so as well, and we will put a link to his website, tabletopaudio.com, in chat. All right. And if you like us and how much we talk, you can follow us on social media. We use Command Socials to check out Ink and Lyre on all of our social channels. Or if you want to follow the cast specifically, you can use Command Twisted Cast and follow the entire cast of Twisted Veil. And if you are into Twisted Veil, you like our show or any of the other shows on Ink and Lyre, you can join us on Discord. It's free. You can come chat with our community and our cast members. We're very talkative. There's all kinds of art. People show what they're working on. It's lovely. There are links to our Discord in the About tab on our Twitch profile, or you can pull it up by using Command Discord. You can also subscribe on YouTube to catch up on all of our shows. YouTube also hosts all of our recaps, which are amazing. We're just starting to do recaps here on Twisted Veil, and we'll be having, you can check it on YouTube, but you can also, during our break of this session, we will be playing, Meave will be talking us through the last couple of sessions, and it's very, very cool. So definitely stick around over break to see that. All right, and if you want to subscribe on YouTube, Command YouTube. Makes sense. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. All right. I also want to shout out Sirenscape for the ambient sounds, music, and their online player that we use on stream. And then shout out to Ounce's Music, who is a musical artist that Brent actually specifically commissioned and who is responsible for most of our soundtrack. If you like his stuff or really want to hear more of his music, you can check him out on Bandcamp, Twitter, Instagram, or SoundCloud at Ounce's Music. All right. Another exciting thing, our Kickstarter is launching soon. In my document, it's in all caps with lots of exclamation points. We're very excited. Our Kickstarter is for the Stargazer's Guide to Aurora. Zodiac and Astrology is coming to Dungeons and Dragons. Stargazer's Guide to Aurora is a campaign setting for 5th edition that brings an astrological zodiac character building system, new races, subclasses, robust world, adventures, all kinds of fun stuff to explore. It's launching July 19th on Kickstarter, and you can use Command Kickstarter to check it out now. You can go ahead and follow the project on Kickstarter to get notified upon launch. We have early bird tiers that we anticipate will be moving quickly, so follow on the project now so that you don't miss out. We're all very, very excited about it. It's definitely worth checking out. It's absolutely beautiful, beautiful stuff. All right. Now for my serious, low eyebrow, solid face announcement. Viewer discretion is advised. Twisted Veil is intended for mature audiences and engages with themes that may potentially be triggering to some people. Consumer discretion is advised. If anything that I list here sounds like, ooh, not a great topic for me to deal with, or not tonight, thank you. At Ink and Lyre, we definitely believe mental health is very, very important, and you should put yourself first. And if it's not tonight, it's not tonight. We totally get it. Do what is best for you. So, as with every session, I want to warn for violence, gore, drug use, adult themes, adult language, sickness, horror, gaslighting, and various phobias. Through the Breach takes place partially in the real world and is set in 1902. Twisted Veil acknowledges the traumatic events that happened during this time, and in an effort not to erase this, it may come up in-game. We are coming out the tail end of an arc that deals with, and we are still dealing with the ramifications of, or not the arc. We just came out of a building where this was very prevalent, so we'll still be dealing with these themes. Extreme medical malpractice, body horror, suicide mentions, and involuntary commitment. And I think that's all I have to yell about. Like I said before, stick around during break where we will have a recap of our lovely time in that great building. Ooh. Are we doing it now? Never mind. Stick around now. I'm going to toss it back to Brent first, though, if there's anything you'd like to say before Meave takes us on a beautiful sunshine hand-holding adventure through the hospital.
No. Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
Hello? Is anyone there? It's been a trying few days. In fact, I think that might be a bit of an understatement. After spending some downtime in the city of Malifaux, we began to think on where we should go next. Unfortunately, that was decided for us. Ellie and I returned from lunch at Abuela Ortega's to find everyone having a good time at the gallows. Rum was flowing freely and everyone was in a great mood. But things were not as they seemed. One by one, starting with me, I'm ashamed to admit, we fell unconscious to the drugs that were laced into the rum. Nemo, who we'd only just realised we hadn't seen for 4 days somehow, was the only one who could not be affected. Still, she was convinced to join us, rather than leaving us to our fate. We all woke up in pine boxes, coffins, with no easy escape.
Don't worry, Meave. Don't worry, Meave. We're gonna get out. I'm gonna get you out. I'm gonna start just scratching with my claws, and knowing it's futile, knowing I'm not gonna get out, but just scratching at the wood. I'm chipping my claws. I just don't care. I'm just scratching endlessly, trying to find any kind of weakness.
The wood's curling back as you're just scratching the side, scratching the top. Meave, you hear the desperation in Frey's voice muffled beside you as he does not escape.
Are we gonna die in here?
I'm not letting you die.
Can you open the coffin?
Not from the top, no, I can't. I'm sorry, I should have done something, but I didn't know what to do because the only option was to run away, but they'd already seen me, and then I can't lift you up because, you're made of...
I don't know what to do either, Emo.
It was Frey that managed to eventually break me out, but not without effort and consequence. After I'd had a moment to collect myself, we pressed on to where we found Nemo and Ellie, sharing a coffin.
The coffin gets thrown open. You see Nemo in a hospital gown laying on top of Ellie in a hospital gown. Both of them also have tags, and you guys are out. Ellie is missing her arm.
Once we were all free, Ellie explained that we were abducted by Bradley Cannon, someone from her past that she retains a lot of guilt about, it seems. I'd never seen her so disheartened, but we had to keep going. We couldn't just give up.
We can't atone by just letting ourselves die. We do better than we did before. We put more good in the world than bad. That's how we fix this. Not dying, not giving up. Please don't give up yet. You have us. I wanna go eat tacos again and laugh and be out of here and not be a medium quality piece of meat.
That would be nice.
All we can do is our best.
Okay. See what I can do.
Thank you.
We began to look for Tobias. With very few exits available to us, we crawled into a drain full of flesh and viscera. Eventually, however, we found the right place. And we found Tobias, drugged and strapped to an operating table. If that wasn't bad enough, all of the flesh from the top of his hand had been removed entirely. I injected him with anesthetic, but I had to give him a stimulant to help the morphine wear off so he could stay alert as we orchestrated our escape.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come here.
Grab me,
Here,
shoulder.
let's get you up. I know. Breathe with me. Ready? Come on. In. Okay. I'm so sorry.
Where are we?
I don't know entirely. I'm so sorry, but I can't have you that drugged. If they come for us, I need you awake. I need you aware. I'm so sorry. Come on, one more time. Okay. All right. I'm taking these with me. We'll get you drugged up as soon as we get out of here, and you won't have to deal with the pain, okay? Come on, let's go.
Okay.
We found our way into the hallway of this place, but soon heard someone approach. Ellie and Nemo darted into cold storage while Frey, Tobias and I made our way into the office. In the office I discovered the whereabouts of our belongings, the sewers, and also who our jailer was. The notorious Dr. McMorning, who kept a framed letter in his otherwise dishevelled office.
To my dearest friend, despite the whispering rumors of your oddities, I know you have a good heart. With your medical expertise, I doubt Sonia would still be with us. I will never forget what you have done, and no matter what happens, I will have your back. Thank you for your hard work and the sacrifices you have made. Lady Justice.
Ellie and Nemo, however, had less luck, as it seemed that cold storage was where the man with the saw was headed. Though the three of us didn't witness it, some quick thinking on Nemo's part saved Ellie from being seen, and they had an emotional moment together.
Sebastian hates when the meat tries to escape. Is this meat still alive? Can have a lot of meat inside. Got to chop it up. Make sure it's dead for the doctor.
As Nemo does get close to Ellie, Nemo, you find Ellie on the ground, now not hidden behind anything, but just sort of looks up in your direction. There's a fear, there's a lot of emotions, but fear is the predominant one, sort of like a helpless fear. And as you draw close, she just slowly gets up, shivering in the cold, and gives you a hug.
Yeah, Nemo will hold Ellie back and say, I don't care. I really don't care what you did or if you deserve it. I don't care and I'll never care. You're my family, Ellie.
As you say that, you see a wave of relief wash over Ellie. And you're mine. I love you. Let's get out of this.
Nemo's nighttime friend helped her decide where to go next, but we were still somewhat at a loss. After some exploration, we ended up in the operating theatre. It was full of dead bodies. Each sat in the audience like eager attendees. It was all a bit gruesome. And then, perhaps the worst happened. The man from cold storage, Sebastian, entered the operating theatre, trapping us there. There was no way to escape without being seen, but Nemo managed to steal his keys before we made a run for it, trying our best to keep him distracted. Throwing ourselves against the door to keep him out proved fruitless, and Frey took the brunt of the hit, landing directly on his saw. His black blood sprayed all over us, burning our skin, and we knew our only hope was to run.
You get up, you're not thinking straight, you dive to it, but like some sort of bad construction site accident, the door gets nudged and you dive chest first right into the saw. Everybody is around you, so everybody's gonna take a point of the blood damage.
Oh god.
With Tobias and Ellie in the lead, we briefly believed we were running into a dead end, but luckily, Tobias spied a vent.
You see, behind one of the turned over hospital beds, there's a vent, a grate. It's pretty small, but judging by the size of that massive saw, you don't think he's going to be able to get in with it.
Toby, as you notice the grate, you just hear Ellie sort of has turned, noticing the dead end, right? Has not seen the grate at all. And you just hear her being like, "You always leave a way out. I'm a dandelion." And she's just turned, and she's going to go back in, and she's going to go kill this guy.
Ellie, no, wait!
After a bit of a kerfuffle about who was going to be the one to hold off Sebastian, we all made it into the vent, where we crawled through more death and blood. En route to our unknown destination, we overheard Dr. McMorning working on one of his undead patients, and Tobias picked up a suspicious magical doctor's bag. The vent let out into the sewer drain, where our belongings were, but with a steep drop. Lost for answers, I checked the doctor's bag that Tobias had passed to me and found nothing. At least that's what I told the others anyway. What it actually revealed to me was much more grim. It appears to be a magic item that can reveal the deaths of those relevant to us. It turns out the private whom Ellie delivered a gun to had chosen to use it to end his life.
And you find a crumbled piece of paper. When you pull it out, it is a obituary. Rated for today. When you read it, it talks about how a young man recently committed suicide on the wall, that his gun was taken away from him because he was struggling with the horrors of the wall. But despite what his commanding officers did, he somehow managed to find a new gun.
Maeve isn't going to say anything, just crumples the paper back up, stuffs it back in.
Okay.
Lays her out and says, "There's no hook."
No.
There's nothing. There was a piece of paper in there, and it was just a clipping from a newspaper. It's trash. It's rubbish.
With very little to utilise, we removed our hospital gowns and tied them together to lower Nemo into the pit. There she found hers and Tobias's belongings first, as well as some dumped undead experiments. She returned for a second look, found mine and Ellie's belongings, but also encountered I'm not quite sure how to describe it, really. A flesh worm with numerous screaming heads doesn't much do it justice.
You look over, and Toby and Nemo, you both see that rising on the opposite side of the funnel, because this thing's moving very slow through the muck, is what looks like a worm made of stitched together flesh. But there are hundreds of human heads sewn all around it. And when it rises out, it screeches and gargles, and blood pours out of hundreds of heads. And when the mouths open, there are no teeth. You can see that the teeth have been removed, and shards of metal and broken glass have been sewed into it. And there's this choir of horrifying screams.
Then we found ourselves in between a rock and a sharp place. Sebastian had made his way into the vents with the saws, and Frey bought us some time by collapsing part of the pathway. We lowered ourselves into the pit, naked and covered in gore, and the flesh monster got stuck in the pipes as we made our escape. We found our way out into the freshwater system of Malifaux, which really says something about that, to be honest. I don't ever think I'll drink the water in Malifaux City ever again. Ellie took a moment to look over Tobias's wounds, and I tended to Frey.
Maeve looks down at Frey. Kind of washes their hands and that was foolish. You were on death's door. I was perfectly healthy. No one had hit me at all.
I heard everyone. I couldn't be the reason y'all didn't make it out.
You wouldn't have been. You didn't kill us, Prey. You splashed some blood on us. There's a bit of a difference. Your self-loathing or your hero complex or whatever it is, it's going to get you killed, and then where will we be?
You know, that guy, he seemed to recover from whatever the hell I was doing to him. Maybe he's like me.
Maybe he's got something in him like what you've got. Maybe the doctor put something in him. It doesn't make him like you. Also, half his brain's been removed. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. You have just as much right to live as any one of the rest of us. Sacrificing yourself now just puts us one member of our group down. It doesn't do anyone any good.
Right. You're right. You're right.
And I would have missed you.
Hell, I would have missed you too. I just don't want to hurt y'all anymore. I don't want to be the reason.
I don't think any of us wants to hurt each other, but sometimes you accidentally hurt the people you love.
Exhausted.
Let's get into it. Streaks of dried blood, cold and naked. The party emerges from the river with duffel bags slung over their shoulders. Having narrowly escaped the horrifying lair of Dr. McMorning, they're left to lick their wounds and decide what to do next. Who is Bradley Cannon? And why has he gone through such extreme measures to hunt them down? What is his connection to Ellie? And the scene is yours.
I think the first thing Tobias is going to do is probably put his clothes back on.
Yeah.
We're all naked. But with his bad hand, can Hey, Frey, can you help button my shirt real fast?
Yeah, I got you. And I will immediately help Tobias put his shirt on.
Maeve is putting on their clothes and it's just like, we do have to get back to Ronan. I think that should be our first priority. Make sure that everyone's all right.
Make sure we still got a place to sleep tonight.
on the other side of the group. Ellie will go, Nemo, can you help put my shirt back on?
Nemo is loading up her like 5 layers of clothes. It's like, yeah, of course. She's like looking over Tobias, not looking at Tobias. She's gonna help Ellie out. It's fine. I'm gonna fix that one up. Are you right? Yeah.
Thanks.
Are you right?
Yep.
Ray's gonna put pants on, but no shirt. 'Cause he's in a lot of pain.
You two were saying we need to find a place to stay. Yeah, we should go to Ronan, make sure the gallows is okay, and then get out of there.
Yeah.
The high likelihood Bradley's gonna find us again, I think.
Yeah, as long as the woman that he's traveling with has I think it was our hair, she can find us anywhere, actually.
What? You didn't tell me that.
Well, there wasn't a lot of time for conversation, but yeah, essentially, it's, we're out of there, but Bradley's still going to probably be on his way.
So it literally doesn't matter where we go.
And
No,
we
it
go
Or
matters.
what we do.
somewhere where we don't put other people in danger.
Yeah.
And it's likely better that we can defend ourselves and not be locked in a corner either. The gallows is nice, but our place that we stay is basically just a hole in the ground. So if they decided to fill it with oil and light us on fire or lock us in there, we couldn't get out. Not easily, at least.
As you guys are having this conversation and dressing, you have sort of washed up onto the shore of downtown. It's like a fishing dock, and you see like an old fisherman sort of smoking a cigar, talking to his buddy, just staring at you. There's a few other fishermen that are kind of whispering. You've obviously drawn the attention, but this is not something so abnormal that they're running for the guards. They're just kind of mumbling to themselves and pointing and talking about you.
Is Boat Guy one of them?
No, Boat Guy is much farther down southeast.
Alright.
Yeah.
If you remember the map, like downtown is in the northwest. Boat Guy was down by like Gremlin's Wharf and Scapegoat or Scape Town. Yeah.
Okay.
So these people are going to be after us. No matter where we go, what we do. Who are these guys? What do they want with us?
This one step at a time. Let's get somewhere safe. And then I think we have a few things to talk about.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Come on. Besides, we're attracting attention. And Meave waves at the fisherman.
There's like the big puff of the cigar, the nod, and they don't respond.
Ellie definitely mad dogs them a little bit and just stares at them for a while until they truly don't look at them anymore.
Give me an intimidation check, target number 8.
All right.
Hit the Black Joker now so you can succeed in everything else later.
8.
Target number 8. You mad dog them, they mad dog you back, and you see like the guy pulls his jacket kind of to show off his pistol, and then you sling your rifle over your shoulder, but there just comes a point where he's like, no, I don't want to mess with that, and like gets up out of his rocking chair and just kind of is like, come on, it's break time, let's go get some lunch.
The first question is, where is a safe place? Because we have one other place that we were staying, but going there would be dangerous to other people. We could crash the theater because they owe us a favor, but maybe that might not be everyone's first plan.
We need a place where we don't draw attention. We don't have a lot of people that could get hurt, caught in the crossfire, right?
Yeah, ideally.
Is there anywhere in the city that's an option like that? Or are we going back out in the wild?
We need to stay close to the city. Probably. Or at least come back here soon, because I have some work I need to do on both you and Tobias, and the means with which to do that is here.
What about
Stand
the
to reason.
Explorers Guild?
Ooh. It is more defensible than the theater, but
What about the two
Oh.
locals to the town? Nemo? Tobias?
There's a, I do know a place we can go. It's kind of private.
Are you talking about your apartment?
Not my apartment. Talking about Tobias's safe house, Mr. Game Master.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, I know a place we can go. It's kind of private. It's kind of out of the way. I'm sure it hasn't been messed with since I've been gone. Well, you can see if it's still there.
Is that sarcasm, or are you genuinely sure it hasn't been messed with?
I'm 90% sure it hasn't been messed with.
I'll take
So-
90% right now.
I want to throw a heads up here. Your guys' ability to move into, I believe it's the passage where the gallows are, has been very easy because you have an underground tunnel. If you are going to go into a different part of the quarantine zone, it might be a little bit more difficult. Tobias, you got a good thing going. You know some guards on a first name basis who, occasionally you bring them some coffee or something, you bring them some treats. They're like, hey, Toby, and they let you through. But it's always just been you. Bringing more people in might be, you might need to be a little more social. It could be, and they might ask questions. Seeing someone whose chest is practically ripped open.
It's all right. It's all right. We got. I can talk our way through this. Be fine.
All right.
It won't be that big of a deal. We'll put you. Frey, you can take 5, but you gotta put your shirt back on before we get where we're going. You know what I mean?
All right.
Don't worry. No, your hands all mess. I'll help, Frey. You might have to bend down a little.
Right.
It's all right. Cause Meave, you got any more of the good stuff in that
I
ducky's
do.
bag we got?
I do. And I think I might be tonight once we're sure we can sleep, or once when you're not on watch, Frey, I think a half dose for you as well. I'm sure you're not particularly feeling well right now. We need to get our things from the gallows and see if everyone's all right. And then Tobias, we're in your hands.
All right. Let's looks at his hand. Let's head on out.
All right, so you guys are heading back to the gallows?
Yeah, first.
Yeah, first, just to check on everyone and get our shit.
It takes a little bit of time to get your bearings, find out you're in the downtown, but eventually, you find that old sewer grate, and it leads you back into the gallows.
I
you
told Kit to follow us. Did we find him by the building, or is he just...
Kit got lost, so we'll
Okay.
talk about that soon.
Just wanted to check, sorry.
No, it's a good question. So you make your way back to, let me bring it up real quick, the gallows. Perfect. You make your way back to the gallows, kind of sort of in the heart of the city. Eventually, you end up in your bedroom, because that's like sort of the secret passage. It leads into your bedroom. And you can hear muffled voices happening outside in the bar. Kit is nowhere to be seen.
All right. So, does it look like our rooms have been messed with?
At first glance, no. But once you guys start to kind of look in your trunks, it looks like things have been shuffled around. Nothing's really been taken, but it's obviously been looked through.
Okay. With the muffled voices, Ellie's going to pull out her pistol and gesture to everyone, sort of indicating we got to go up there and look.
Let me listen at the door first, see if I can recognize anyone. Me really quick will press their
ear to the door and see if they can hear anything.
Target number 7 notice.
Okay. That is a 10 notice.
You hear the sound of just like a sharp slash as like a blade or something is going through wood. And you hear a muffled voice, a familiar voice, say, I don't understand why you've got to take out your anger on that poor piece of musical possibility. A voice you recognize as Sue. And then there's just another...
Maeve is gonna go. I think it's clear. Let's go. But don't put away your weapons yet. And open the door for Ellie, I guess, since Ellie was the one going toward it.
Yeah, I'll take point on this.
I'm
All right.
definitely coming.
Ellie, you open the door. You're taking point. Everyone behind you. You can see that sitting at the bar is a familiar man in his old cowboy hat. We now have a picture of him. Zach, if you would be so kind.
Let's see the
He
handsome
did.
man.
The handsome man.
If it's not a bedazzled fringed vest, I'm
It's
going to
not.
be very...
It's
oh,
not.
no!
Not the right man, then,
No, he's not
I
that
imagine
bedazzled.
like white, like Elvis.
Man,
His pale, bone-white guitar is sort of propped up against the bar. Ronan is currently standing over what was once a piano.
We
And
got run
has
into.
just completely demolished it. And Ronan, in response to what Sue just said, says, it was a mistake. This place has always kept a low profile. I've always been careful. The second I opened up the doors and let my guard down, some crazy son of bitches come in here and drug the whole floor and chop, slice. And you can see that she has kind of like a wooden crate where she's throwing bits of the piano into it. And Sue's just sitting there shaking his head.
I want to look at the party before we reveal ourselves and just sort of do a motion of, they're good. Do we want to go out there?
Maeve shrugs. I mean, they think we're dead.
Nehemiah, you're muted.
this is our fault. So,
I mean, anyone we can have on our side is good. These people are friendly.
Those
Don't
are three
really
very
wanna-
different.
I don't really want to drag more people into this. Hell, I want you guys all out of it at some point in time.
We're all in it, and they're in it too, Ellie. Those people invaded Ronan's bar. You're not at least going to say sorry?
not knowing what's going on isn't going to help them, I think.
Yeah, I guess we should tell them we're alive and that we're leaving.
Alright. Ellie will step up.
Ellie, there's a the crack is widened and the door is open. Again, like this side of the door on the bar just looks like old stacked crates. And you step out. Sue glances over, tips his hat to you, and says, "Well, looks like someone survived the depths of Hades." Ronan looks over her shoulder, glances, and said, "Good. That's one less thing I have to worry about." She immediately stops what she's doing, walks over to the bar, and lays out a line of shot glasses and begins to fill them all with whiskey.
Sue, I'd kill a man if you had a cigar right now.
Sue smirks, reaches into his pocket, says, "Which one?" "This one, a little more earthy, a little more nice. This one, well, a bit on the minty side, has a menthol flavor that I find quite enjoyable."
Oh, I've been eating a lot of dirt and blood lately. Give me the earthy one.
Have at it.
Thank you, brother.
We're glad to see you're all right, Ronan. Is everyone else that was there? They were just put to sleep, I hope.
Ronan glares at you and says, "Y'all have a seat." And doesn't answer your question, just glares.
Tobias is gonna go down, drink that whiskey.
Eat it. He's gonna eat it, shot glass
Eat
and
that
all.
whiskey!
Nah.
Maeve will sit. Maeve is not in the position to, you know.
Yeah, Frey will join up with that. Grab a shot glass too.
Nemo will sit, but she's not going to drink.
If the
Ellie?
shot glass is offered, Maeve will drink.
Yeah.
If
no.
Neve looks interested, Nemo will push it down their
Maeve
way.
will drink that one as well.
Ellie is sitting at the bar, looking between Sue and Ronan.
When you all showed up, I told you not to bring trouble into my bar. I assume, since y'all were the only ones missing after those shits came in here, you're responsible for this mess. You want to tell me what's going on, or do I have to worry about it?
Most of us can't really tell you. Ronan, unfortunately, we were caught up in something, abducted, and ended up at the mercy of Dr. McMorning, so it's a small miracle that we're here at all.
So, one of y'all bring Hell's Rider into my bar and have everyone poisoned, and none of y'all know a single fucking thing about what's going on.
If there's anything that we can do to help you out or fix it.
Give me some damn information. That's what I want to know. Someone comes into my house and does this to my patrons, and y'all coming back just dumb as dirt? I look out for you. I got people coming in here all the time looking for criminals, looking for people. And I give you a nice safe room in the back and you don't have anything to tell me. We're in this together.
Doesn't involve you after this point, Ronan.
It involves me right now, it does, Miss
It
Ellie.
does. But the second I leave this place, you'll be left alone. The person who came in here is named Bradley, as I'm sure you might have heard, unless you were already unconscious at the time. Yeah, and he is with me.
So you're just gonna up and run and leave.
No, but I'm not going to involve you in it. I take responsibility for what happens here.
You are patrons in my bar. And if someone comes in and hurts my patrons, I'm involved in it. This may not be the House of LeBlanc or anything, but I'm damn respectable for my patrons, so I am involved. So I would appreciate you to tell me what the fuck is going on so I can make sure it's made right and my patrons are safe. Because you have not checked out yet. You still have another month in your room, so don't you go walking out on me. And she's just like, ugh! And like goes around and pours another line of whiskeys for everyone.
I'll push mine to Maeve again.
Yeah, Maeve is gonna take their shot, but maybe sip it at Nemo's, because they know better than to get absolutely plastered right now. But they just go, thank you.
Ellie will take a long drink out of hers. I owe you all an explanation for this, I guess. Let me start by saying none of you need to be part of this. You can all back out of this at the end. This is between me and him.
Can I
Maybe-
take a gander at Sue? Is Sue like have a notebook out ready to write a song about this, or is he being chill? Is he gonna be a problem?
Give me a target number 7 notice check.
Okay.
While this is happening, I'm gonna go grab something for the dog that's about to start barking at me.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
I got. You said it was target number 7. I think
Yes.
I got an 8 of crows. 8?
Sue is kind of
9.
Sue's rubbing his cheek, and he has that expression of a man that's just like, oh shit, right? He don't want to get involved in it. Sue, from what you remember and how he met you guys in Innocence because of Ronan and everything, he's very familiar with Ronan. He knows her personality and how she works, and he is just like, nope.
Okay.
But like as she's raging and pouring drinks, he just kind of tips his hat to you again, Nemo, seeing you looking at him, and says, Parker called me in as insurance after our little incident.
Right.
Parker's a man of some refined taste, and he requires the utmost security in his investments, and doesn't take kindly to people, how would you put it delicately, fucking around with his stuff.
Right. Thanks.
Bray is at this point feeling very lightheaded, takes a draw of his cigar, and he just is having trouble keeping it together. So he's just getting frustrated too. So he just puts the cigar out on his hand to just bring himself back into it and just, damn it, Ellie, we are already in this. Just tell us what's going on. We're not leaving you. Just tell us what's going on.
I'll tell you what's going on. I'm just saying that you all can walk out of this, all right?
I'm not going to be able to walk in about 20 minutes. I'm going to lose enough blood. So tell us what's going on.
I'm gonna take a look at you, Frey, while we talk. I think it's been enough time. I can see what I can do.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. And Meave is gonna kind of get him to turn his chair and start checking out all of his cuts while we're talking. And I'll do a doctor check for that.
Hit me.
Hold on a second. That's I need to cheat that because I think I need a 5 for it to go off.
Just kills Frey in the background.
7, 8. That's a 9.
Just dropped.
I believe it's margins of success. So with a 9,
Yeah.
you're in the first one. So he heals 1 more wound.
1 more wound. Yeah. All right. Yeah, and Meave is just has got like gets a wet cloth, is kind of wiping you down, patching you up, stitching you up, just doing at least first aid stuff, not maybe major stuff, but trying to get some of the things to stop bleeding.
Thank you, Meave. Thank you.
And it's just razor focused. Just mm-hmm. Yes.
First time, Ronan, another drink, please. The first time I met Bradley was 2 years ago. I started hunting about 5, and I was pretty ruthless back then. Left a lot of dead people, rarely took anybody alive. And so, okay, it's not true. I met Bradley about 3 years ago, I guess. I met him twice. The first time was when I killed his brother in front of him. I broke his leg, left him strewn across the ground, shot his brother in his head. Then, a year later, while I was working down in Indiana, nobody started talking to me. The community rejected me, and every hunt that I tried to go on was already taken and done. And I heard somebody named Bradley Cannon was behind it. Every state I went to after that had the same situation. He wants revenge for what I did. And he's justified in it to a degree. When I killed his brother, Jamie, he was a bank robber. You know, small things, 6 banks maybe. Small ones. It was only after he was dead that I learned that he really did almost nothing wrong beyond rob some banks and annoy the state. So I destroyed his community in the process. I assume the last thing Bradley said to me was that he was going to get revenge and he'd see me die someday.
So pushing you out of all of your work, Earthside wasn't enough for him. He had to follow you down, kidnap your friends, and give them to a mad doctor. Do you feel like his reaction is actually proportionate to this, Ellie? Because I knew you were a bounty hunter, so none of this really takes me by surprise.
People get mad at you all the time, right? Yeah, kill somebody, their friend gets angry at you, whatever. In this situation, I didn't just kill a person. Another drink, please, Ronan.
Ronan pours a drink, slides it over, and says, "That'll be 50 pence."
I just give Ronan one of the most like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" looks for a second. And then ignore her and just take a drink. This wasn't just killing someone. His brother Jamie built a community. Had a lot of people relying on him. When I blasted a hole in that community, it was worse. For not much, honestly.
So Ronan's glaring face up on the stream as well, but continue.
Jamie only brought $500. Wasn't that much for me. So sure, Bradley gets to go after me.
You got a bounty on a folk hero. How were you going to know that?
I knew it.
Oh. I see. So that's why you feel guilty about it now.
You do a lot of things that you reflect on and you think whether or not you can sleep at night with thinking about them. Jamie is one of those that keeps me up.
I understand.
So as I said, you don't have to be involved. I left the States and I went Malifaux side to make sure my family wasn't involved with whatever was happening. You can leave, and I'll deal with Bradley myself.
I've got a bit of a bone to pick with him at this point. Just a little one.
Ellie, you left Earth to run from this guy.
One of the reasons, yeah.
All right. He's after you. He's after me. The least I can do is help you out after all you've done for me. So I'm in this with you.
You said he's justified. What's your play here? Are you going to just let him keep hunting you? Or are you going to end this?
What do you mean by end it, Frey? I go over to him, I shoot him, I kill him. Sure, I could do it pretty easily. What would that make me, though? I first cause the problem. I destroy a community, destroy a life, a family. Then I go and clean it up by destroying more.
How does running away clean it up?
It doesn't.
This
Seems
man's
to me
bent
like
on
you're at a dead
vengeance. Yep.
You're at
What?
a dead end then. You kill a man, doesn't get cleaned up. You run away, doesn't get cleaned up.
Some things, some blood that's on your hand cannot be cleaned, Frey. Sometimes you just have to live with it.
Oh, I know that.
So let me, before we get too deep in this, let me propose an alternate solution. Ellie, you don't. You don't take care of it. We take care of it. I don't care why he abducted us. The man put me in a hospital to be taken apart by Dr. McMornan, and I don't care what sort of crazy vengeance he's on. I think that puts the four of us in complete justification for ending this man's life, and I would have no remorse for doing it. And you don't have to be involved. If you feel guilty about what you did, and maybe it's justified, that's fine, Ellie. I'm not going to tell you what's right and what's wrong way to feel. But, come on. He tried to ruin all of our lives. What about the people who know us and love us? I mean, you know that Eddie would be distraught. But, like, other people have families and stuff, Ellie, and he was trying to ruin all of their families for something that happened between him and you.
I'm not telling you that you can't go do something about it. I'm just telling you I cannot be the one to pull the trigger.
Exactly. So to me, problem solved. Let's get this asshole off Ellie's back.
It's fine by me.
When you knew him stateside, did he work with anyone, or is that new?
I didn't ever meet him stateside except for the one night that he came at me with a shovel.
Right. Well, I mean, tracking people by their hair seems a pretty Malifaux sort of thing, so I'd imagine he got wrapped up in it here.
Sure.
I don't...
Yeah, whoever his friends are probably going to be problems as well. I have no problem killing them, by the way.
Good. We might need some help.
It's his friends against your friends. You know, we got this.
Great.
There comes
Seriously,
a time when vengeance isn't the answer anymore, and this man's past that.
I disagree.
You have a right to.
Sometimes you need to go get your vengeance, no matter how long it takes. And everybody can make a scrutiny check if you want.
Meave will.
Yeah,
Sure, why
Certainly
not?
will. As soon as we move
Yeah, let me get this up there.
someone
We're
off
trying
the
to make
table.
scrutiny checks, and Ronan is leaning across the counter.
Damn it, Ronan.
7 for me.
14 for me.
I got that 6. That cool 6.
I got me an 8.
All right. Frey and me, Nemo. The other two missed this, right? But as you're just watching Ellie, what she says, that she has something that she wants to do too. She can't justify Maeve's statement.
Maeve's just busy mad dogging Ellie.
We'll get you what you need, Ellie.
Bradley has a weak leg. The last time I encountered him, I hit him with my arm, shattered his bones, burst his kneecap. It's a good place to go after.
Should be easy work for a hammer.
Ronan, when we came here, we meant to come here to say goodbye so that we didn't wrap you up in this, but you seem rather like you might not agree to that.
As far as I see, I'm already wrapped up in it. Sue here was sent from Parker to make sure no more shit goes down. Ain't that right, Sue? Sue just, at this point in time, he has the guitar in his lap and strums and says, I'm just here to be a musician and make sure everything goes nice and right. And God forbid someone roll in through those doors and make me use my gun.
Don't know how long it will take for... Hey, shoot, do you know any of these names? Alessandra to catch up to us? Does that mean anything to you, Sue?
can't say it does.
Right. There's a guy with a kitten in a coffin or something. He had some sort of pet. Nemo's fully gonna... She's gonna dig through her pockets for her journal and then realize she didn't get a chance to write anything down because all her stuff got stolen, but she's gonna look for what she always reaches for anyway.
No, afraid that doesn't ring any bells either. I mean, if this ne'er-do-well, this criminal truly is as terrible as you say, and he's involved in being an outlaw of some sort, a criminal, might be able to help you with there. Parker, he got his fingers in a lot of pies.
Gannon's not a criminal. He's a guy looking for justice.
I didn't think so, but I have a song that just popping into my head. I would really, really like to talk to you, Miss Wiley, and you, Frey, before y'all head out.
All right.
So it sounds like you're all going to go after this guy. Is that right?
Or we could wait for him to come to us. Then it's self-defense.
It's self-defense anyway. He's gonna come after us anyway. He can see we survived his attack.
Yeah, but whose home turf do you want to fight on, Tobias?
I'd rather not know where we're staying. I'd rather have our safe house remain safe. Let's go after him.
I'll just say that he's got a wealth of resources behind him. Every single state I visited was closed to me. Every single task I tried to do, every hunt, people I talked to, they all knew my name, and they didn't let me help.
His goal is to get us to abandon you. That's not going to happen.
From what I heard, he really didn't give a shit about us one way or another. I don't think he cares if we abandon her. He was hoping that we would die in the hospital and that she would survive so that she could suffer more, based on what he was talking to his friends about.
Get rid of us one way or another, anyway.
Yeah.
If he cares so little for other human lives, maybe he's not any better.
Than me?
How many people, do you murder? How many innocent people do you murder in order to get your vengeance, your justice?
Everybody has a price, right?
Well, yeah, his doesn't really. I question his morals, even if he has a right to justice.
Whose life is worth more, yours or his? Or ours or his?
I think go ahead.
It's a good question. I'm worth $5,500 or scrip. I don't know how much the rest of you are necessarily worth.
Oh, I think we were worth quite a bit last I heard.
What kind of question is that?
I mean, the bounties on us were anyway.
I'm going
Ellie
to go
just
stitch
laughed.
myself up. I'll see. I'll be in the room.
Nemo, do you need a hand?
I've got a sewing kit. Whatever you want to do.
I'll come take a look at you as well. At least help you out. I'll be back. Meep says to the others.
Ellie's just looking at Toby.
Ellie, to me, my life is worth everything. To you, your life should be worth everything. If someone's out coming to end your life, your life is absolutely worth more than his.
Those two have left at this point, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
are
We're
we-
leaving the room.
Yeah.
Neve,
They
you
are
see
on the
Nemo's
right.
eyebrows go like. Tobias says that. No
Tobias.
scrutiny check needed. Nemo has never disagreed with anything more.
Yeah, Maeve just nudges her back a little, like, go on.
Ellie just kind of looks at you, just like deadpan, but grimly, and sort of is like, it's easy enough to say that you're worth a lot until people put prices on you. Your friends, the Arcanists, put a price on me. I'm worth 5,500 scrip, with 500 scrip per month added to it. You think I can pay that off? Maybe when the price goes on your head, you'll be shocked at either how low or high it is and how many people want it, Tobias.
Ellie, who cares about them? You'll never be able to pay any of that if you're dead. You'll never be
Yeah.
able to pay anything to anyone else if you're dead. You'll never be able to do anything else if you're dead. Ellie, this isn't the time to like, oh, maybe it's better off if I was. No. We got things to do, Ellie.
a
Very
nice
important
point.
things.
What I hope is that somebody someday can kill me for the amount of money I'm worth and change their lives, Tobias. And I hope that I've changed enough lives before I die. It's all
Ellie.
nice and good to be like, let's live all the time, Tobias. Everybody wants each other dead. We all are looking to win. You want the guild dead, don't you? And what price would you be willing to pay for that? The way I
I'd give
see
my
it, the
life
lo-
for that.
Hmm.
I'd give my life for that. But I'm not going to let some punk who was doing wrong before take me out for that. Take me out for nothing. He's coming after me. I know what I'm doing, you know?
When you've killed enough people, Tobias, it makes sense that somebody's going to get you.
It makes sense, but don't let it happen. Like
Right.
we
Concept just whispers, ugh, friends, am I right?
he turns away. Consul, I'm gonna have a talk with you later. I'm gonna have a talk with you later. Don't you
Tobias.
worry about that.
Tobias,
Yes, Ellie.
who are you talking to?
Remember the thing, the thing we all did?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
I
that.
just wanted to make sure you were here with me and not talking to some scary demon in your body. All
I'm
right?
ignoring that for now. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you, and you're gonna have to live and you're gonna have to live. That's all there is to it. You changed my life, Ellie. You got a lot more lives to change.
Promise you, I won't just go die.
You
I owe
better.
a lot of people a lot of things.
Hmm.
But understand that you can't blame me, I hope, for feeling pretty distraught when all I'm told is how worthless I am by the number that keeps going up.
Ellie. That number keeps going up. You must be worth quite a bit, huh?
Maybe to the wrong people, Tobias. Maybe to your friends.
Ellie, you're my friend, and you're worth quite a bit.
Thanks. You're worth a lot too to me.
He's gonna put his hand on Ellie's shoulder. Ellie, if you'll excuse me, my hand's starting to hurt. I'm gonna go see me for some of those drugs.
Hey, Tobias, could you give me a hand and help fix my jacket? And she points to her missing arm.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when you made eye jokes, Tobias?
Ellie,
We can make
Ellie.
damn jokes now.
Ellie, don't have a change, and he's gonna go.
I
You
would
head
say-
out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
CJ.
that's okay. I would just say Maeve is in the other room with Nemo, helping, probably giving Nemo advantage from a mechanical standpoint.
I have a +2 to stitching. I'm not great at it, but
Just kidding. You can give me advantage.
all right.
So if Toby is heading in there, that's what's going on in there right now.
All right. Flip that real quick to see if you heal.
Okay, and I've got. Oh, I don't think I'm going to do better than a 12 before I add anything. But since I've got advantage, I will go ahead and make that second flip. Well, that's an 11, which means I just wasted the bloody 11. That's fine. All right, so my total is a 15 of tomes.
How? I should have looked this up. Does it work like normal healing? It does, right?
I think
Okay.
so, at least for you.
Yeah, I think you'll heal 2
Yeah.
wounds. If I remember, it's 10, and then plus 1
Beautiful.
I've
more
got
for
the
every 5.
skills pulled up right here, so I can have a quick look just
Thank
to
you,
double check.
sorry.
But
I think that the amount that I heal is the same as a doctor check. But
yeah,
I've also never had to do this before.
Stitching is not expertise, however. It is
I think it's a homesteading skill.
crafting.
Tenacity.
Yeah, it's
Stitching, there we
tenacity,
go.
But yeah.
It is stitching still can be used to stitch up undead character, removing lasting critical effects. The character must have access to the corpse of the same height to be well, that would be if we had to replace something.
Yeah.
If successful, here we go. Stitching skill, mend undead, 2 AP action, Tiana 5, successful. You heal 1 damage plus 1 per additional margin of success, and that was a severe, so that would be an extra 2, right? So that would heal you for 3.
Yay!
I believe I did my math correctly.
So I am all the way stitched
Well-
up then.
While Maeve is looking at you and helping you stitch you up, Maeve will also finally take care of the hole in your head as well.
All right. Toby,
Nemo
you
is
will
like staring at your collarbone the whole time. It's kind of weird to look at because she isn't actually capable of crying. She doesn't produce liquid, but her eyes are very red and she's just like staring at your neck and not making any eye contact while you are stitching her up.
Maeve's not going to push too much at this particular moment.
Nemo has never appreciated anything more than me just moving past it.
Yup.
Toby.
Their work is a little gentler, and that's about it.
Toby, you are going to come up to the room, to the scene. Meanwhile, Frey and Ellie, you are sitting at the bar. Sue orders you a drink, both of you. Kind of puts his guitar down and says, I've known a lot of brave women and men in my life. And from what I've seen, most people don't have fire in their belly that it takes to confront their past. There's something I've always wondered. Are monsters born or created? I just been listening to what you all talking about, and I hear what you're saying, Ellie. And I find it mighty fascinating. I just wanted to know your thoughts.
I wish desperately I could believe what Toby believes. But I think monsters exist in all ways. And everybody's one.
What about you, Frey? I've known you for a long time. I never said anything, and I know what you are, but I feel like you're someone who could really weigh in on this.
I'm learning that kind of touches his chest a little bit. Still tender, obviously, because it's still ripped open. You can pretend all you want, but a monster's a monster. Ellie's right. Whether I was born or created, doesn't matter. Fact is, I'm a monster.
I hold up my glass to pray.
Little toast. Y'all, killing folks is a dirty business. You don't just get blood on your hands, but it tends to get on your soul. And that's really fucking hard to wash off. For some folks, well, like me, you grow exhausted with the responsibility of it all. It's hard not to think what sort of standing oaks could have been if you didn't chop down all those saplings. Best part about music, don't hurt anyone.
Clearly, you haven't tried hard enough.
Not saying you a monster. Not saying either of you are. I'm just saying there is a complicated bit of responsibility when it comes to the rendering of one soul to another and removing said life from this world. I think you understand that, Miss Ellie. And the rest of them, well, their souls ain't painted crimson like yours.
Crimson Souls.
To Crimson Souls. Maybe you might want to take up a new hobby. Try gardening.
Always wanted to be a dandelion.
Dandelions are weeds, unwanted by most, but beautiful in their own individualistic existence.
Yep.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, and I'm sure you all been through a lot, but I'm more of a serenading, long-winded fool than I am a sensitive ear. But if you got questions, need to talk, I'm offering.
Freya's he's kind of zoning out a little bit. He's tracking a fly as it's just going across the room. And he just, I like you, Ellie. I like you a lot. And then he turns and just looks dead into her eyes and says, I'm willing to kill this man for you. But you need, next time you say to yourself, you can't pull the trigger. I don't know how you feel about me, but look at Tobias's hand. Look at what other people are going through. And ask yourself that question again. I don't want you to pull the trigger. You may have to.
What does it make me, Frey, if I do it?
You just called yourself a monster. What difference does it make? You can't fix things if you're running constantly.
Sure.
All right. I don't know if I gotta go lay down or what, but it's getting to my head either the whiskey or the loss of blood.
I'll walk you down. Let's go.
All right. Sue, sing us out.
He strums his guitar and plays sort of a sad melody that talks about the true weight of a soul. The true weight of a soul, the weight of killing. How many lives can you take before you're no longer a man? Like just this somber tale about keeping your humanity mixed in with how terrible Malifaux is and how it weighs on you and tries to pull away that humanity.
As we walk down, Ellie will just kind of whisper to Frey, "Thanks." God, I want to think like Tobias.
Don't we all, man? Don't we all?
And then come into the room.
All right. You two go into the room. Find the rest of the group there. Nemo's been patched up. Everyone's kind of waiting, and now you kind of have to decide, what are you gonna do? Hunt down Bradley Coonan, or
I love you combined every last name we've ever given him into one.
I was about to say Cooper.
Bradley Cooper, weren't you?
Because you keep saying it. You keep saying. I was like,
yeah, you dodged it. You just gotta say Bradley and just avoid the last name altogether.
Bradley
just Cooper.
Oh, your
Teresa?
Oh, jeez. All right. Well, you guys have to decide how you want to proceed. Hunt down Bradley Cannon, or wait for him to find you. But before we do that, we are going to take a break. Because I'm doing a dance.
Thank you, glitchy princess. Yes, Bradley Cooper does just roll off the tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Cannon! Damn it, it's Cannon!
Bradley Cooper is an actor, guys.
No!
Are you sure?
I
Yeah,
feel like
Cannon!
I feel like
he
the
acts in
show's
the
not
game,
gonna
right?
Do well if we're like, we should go and slay Bradley Cooper. Like, we don't want that message.
Oh, thank you. All right, I have to be so.
Can we get
fucking
Bradley
bad.
Cooper to guest star for us one time?
Yes. We'll
He might
send
not
him an
be busy.
email. He'll come.
You know, after that Limitless money, he doesn't need to like actually act.
Oh my god.
He can just
TJ,
join us.
I
Right?
think that's a good point about there's definitely a transition from You're Not a Monster to oh fucking monsters.
Yeah,
After
Frey has
Tobias
made the
leaves.
the broadest transition as well over the course of many episodes, from like, I think I might be a monster, to maybe I'm not a monster, to actually I'm probably a monster, to everyone's a monster.
I would never hurt people on purpose, Bhagwan.
Alright, then we can trust her, boyos. She's not gonna hurt anybody.
Does anyone have a lockpick?
No, we don't need one.
guys are back. You are in the room. Some of you quite wounded, others freshly stitched up. It is the late evening. The sky is that gray orange. Most of the sun is blocked out from just the industrial smog that's being pumped out of the city of Malifaux. But you wouldn't know that because you are underground in your little hideaway. What would you like to do?
Maeve's just finished stitching Nemo up.
Ellie has
Thank you.
brought Frey in and put Frey on a bed. And then just goes and sits on her own bed. She's clearly watching the scene, but is not immediately trying to make a decision here.
Yeah, as soon as Ellie enters the room, Nemo's just like, watching Ellie. Eyes are on you.
When Maeve's done with Nemo, just kind of gently pat her shoulder, but not bug her too much.
Tobias has been waiting patiently. Has been waiting patiently for Maeve to finish whatever they're doing with Nemo. Maeve, you got any more of that the stuff from the hospital? It's
Yeah. Well, first let's numb up your hand a little bit. We'll start there, and then we'll give you a little bit of morphine, just a little bit. Maeve's gonna go into the bag, kind of get a syringe ready, and be like, I think the anesthetic's the most important part, really, until we are able to address your hand.
I mean, my hand is very important. No, don't get me wrong. My hand is very important. What did you look at it? What did you look at it? What does it do?
Look at what?
The bag. The bag had gotten past you.
Oh, the bag. Right. Here, give me your hand. Takes Tobias's hand, sticks the syringe in to slowly do the numbing bit. That'll help. That'll help. You won't feel that. And then we're gonna do a little bit of morphine as well. It's strange. I haven't entirely figured it out yet. I'll have to look a little bit more. And fills the next syringe with like a fourth to a half of a dose of morphine, just enough to take the edge off.
The second you do medical treatment, the bag, the clasp just clicks open and it opens, and you just hear.
Stares at it.
Maeve, that's why I got it.
Yep.
That's why I got it. I heard it.
Finishing
I heard
with
it.
the morphine, and well, last time I reached in there and it was just a newspaper, bit of newspaper, so it was really useless. But I guess I can have a look again.
I know the news. I know the news.
Exactly. You know the
take a
news.
look.
We don't need that, right? Stupid.
What?
No, you don't need to
What?
look. You know the news, so you don't need to look at it.
But no. We need to know the new news.
It's not. It's in a haunted doctor's bag, Tobias. How do you know it's new news?
Because I know when I see it. I know when I see a grimoire. I know when I see a grimoire. So we gotta know what it does so we can use it.
Yeah. All right. That's fair. I can look into it.
The voice in your head, Toby, says, "For all the education of this person, you know so much more than them, Toby. You can recognize a grimoire." Education. Overrated.
No, I've been educated. I have the Oxford method. It's very educated.
Are you talking to it again, Tobias?
Yes. I don't need it anymore. I asked for help and it didn't give it to me.
Yeah, I think it should probably mind its own business.
I think it should mind its own business. We got this now. We don't need it.
Maeve is going to say, look, I'll look into it, Tobias, if you'd like me to. And I'll let you know what sort of things it can help you do. I'm happy with...
He's gonna take their hand. Yes, you can do it, but we gotta go. We can't be here. We gotta go to this house, to a safe house.
Are you fit to travel?
I know where it is.
go.
Didn't you need to talk us into it? Can you do that while you're on morphine?
I've given him about a quarter of a dose, Nemo. I think it'll wear down a bit by the time we get to the...
Nice little guy. It'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Be fine. It'll be fine by the time they get there. We got an hour's ride to go. Be fine.
Maeve is gonna actually look at Tobias and say, I will let you know as soon as I know what spells it contains. I promise that.
I trust you. I trust.
Thank you.
He's very high, but he does.
Nemo's gonna start lifting Tobias off the ground to get him to walk us over to his second house.
I know. I know where we're going.
Yeah,
It's been in my possession for years.
Great. I'm just gonna help you walk there. So she's gonna loop your arm over her shoulder. She's much shorter than you, but she's doing her best.
She's 30. She just got stitched together. She's fine.
I suppose we should let Ronan know that we're leaving. I don't, or maybe we shouldn't let Ronan know we're leaving because I don't know if she'll take it well.
We got a train to catch.
We can leave her a note in the logbook. She has a guest's book. We could. That's probably fine, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
That sounds good. Ellie's gonna go over and write in the logbook. We're leaving.
Ellie, you flip open the logbook, and you see not your own handwriting, just a quickly scribbled message that says, "See you in a few days." Signed, BC.
I don't like that at all.
Tell everybody about this.
Well, we have a few days. That's good.
And we like meeting old friends. You know, we like old friends.
How we're gonna go to it anyway, but how strong, durable is this safe house, Tobias?
I've been broadcasting out of it for years. Fine.
Yeah, you have. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. Nemo's mood seems to shift from almost crying to just vindication.
Nemo.
What?
It's a secret.
Yeah, you're really good at keeping secrets.
Hey.
I'm so proud of you.
You're pretty big. If I give you a half dose of morphine, it might just take the edge off without doing anything to your cognitive abilities.
Without making it Tobias-y.
Worth a shot. Yeah, I would appreciate it. Thanks.
Come here, and Maeve's
right.
gonna half a dose. They're really rationing these meds. One because and the other because they could be attacked at any moment.
Yeah, smart call.
Rich.
And just, puts it in and says, all right, it just should help a little bit. It's not going to do a lot with this level of, you're big and that's not a lot of it, but it should take the edge off.
Yeah, that'll do just fine. Thanks. Appreciate you. I got one stop to make on our way out the door. Frey's immediately going to go to Callie's stable.
You make your way to Callie's stable. She's not there.
Clementine there?
Clementine is there, and Clementine is...
Nemo, let's go.
Nemo, you've never seen a horse sit.
I flop Tobias onto Maeve, and I scurry out after Fred.
Hi.
Valid. Hello. Maeve will put him down on a bed to rest until they're ready to go.
There's a brief moment where you see Clementine, Nemo. You've never seen a horse sit, but the horse is sitting. Almost like a dog, it looks at you and then just turns its head up and waits patiently for you to return.
Frey, is she dying? I'm not very good at horses.
She's fine. She's just waiting for you. Just go do your thing. She's all right. It's weird that she's sitting. That's a weird ass thing. I don't get it, but she looks all right.
Give me a target number 8 wilderness check, Nemo and Frey.
Boy.
Awesome. I'm very good at wilderness, I think. Let me lie. Let me just lie.
Yeah, just lie. Lie to yourself, lie to the group. That's fine. That'll be a 16.
That'll be a 12. We are making sure nobody succeeds at surgery later.
Heck yeah.
Both of you manage to sort of track, like, there's the occasional muddy footprint in the cobblestone. You make your way up to the surface, into the quarantine zone, kind of just moving around. You see eventually the tracks, like there's a hoof print on a wall, which is really weird. And you creep down an alley and see Callie. There is a tipped over dumpster with probably about a couple dozen bottles of whiskey that are just like poured out onto the surface. Callie is laying on her side, her little horse tongue just lapping at the whiskey, completely drunk off her ass.
Callie, what the hell? I mean, all right, I'm not that shocked, but damn it. I'm going to walk over to Callie and try to pick her up, like get her off the whiskey. Just stand up.
You go to help her up, and it's like a horse on ice, right?
Yeah.
Where she's just like skittering around, slams into the wall, looks around, sees you, couple licks on your face, and then just skitters a couple, slams into an alleyway wall, and wobbly legs holds herself back up.
Oh, what the hell? All right. Let's. I was gonna leave you here for this, Callie. I'm gonna
Quarantine
just.
zone isn't a very safe place for a horse. They're like zombies here.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Can I get her back to the stable?
You drag her as she stumbles along. There's a point where you're moving and she just like starts hacking like a cat coughing up a fur ball, and a
this
finger,
is gonna be nasty.
like a human finger, just kind of falls out of her mouth onto the floor.
All right, Sweet Pea, what the hell have you been doing? All right, fuck it. Callie is gonna come with.
All right.
Dragging her ass with. I'm not getting on her. She probably can't hold me right now. We're gonna start walking.
Okay. With Toby's help, it's a long process.
Can I do two things? I want to
Sure.
pent up Clementine in a stable. If it's connected to Ronin's, I'm going to add it to the guest book. Please look after my horse. Thank you very much. And I would also like to pick up that finger and put it in my pocket, if that's all right.
You snake up the finger, put it in your pocket,
Thank you.
write the note. Your horse is standing proud, ready to wait for you to return.
I tell her I love her and give her one of the good apples. Thank you.
It
That's all I
does.
need to do.
It does like the classic, almost like Disney movie, like forehead to forehead, horse eyes staring at you, and then continues to look very proper.
I just grab Callie by the face, turn her face to look at Clementine and go, "You see, that's a good horse. I don't know what you've been doing. That's a good horse." And we just.
Callie looks at that horse, looks back at you, puts her forehead to you, and throws up all over your chest.
All right. It's fine. It's fine.
Over your open wound.
Oh,
Just.
thank God for morphine. Okay.
And then it starts to lick it up.
Disgusting. We're going. Let's go. Get the hell out of here.
Are we
Everybody-
all in this room? Are we all watching this happen?
I think at this
I
point,
think you, me, and Zach were. Or Zach. Yes, Zach is now
me.
in the game.
It's true.
You, me, and Tobias. We're
Once
still
Tobias
in the.
gets high enough, he wants to go by Zach.
Cool. All right. Yeah, just checking.
When Toby gets high, then I come out to play.
Yeah, I think after that we come back in wherever Tobias is. Nemo's going to yoink him up again because he needs her help. And yeah.
Nemo, thank you. Thank you.
She's gonna reach for something to say. Callie threw up all over Trey outside, which probably isn't. Do you know where we're going? Do you know what direction we're going?
Yes, I absolutely know which way we're going. I'm feeling a lot better now, thank you. I don't even need surgery later. It's fine. But we're gonna keep going.
You might reconsider that later.
That's for later, not now.
That's a problem for future Tobias.
Yes. Yeah. I know where we're going. And he walks downstairs, and leaning heavily on Nemo. You know. Yes. Nemo, you're so strong.
Nemo is incapable of blushing, but.
Twice,
but yeah, we go.
You, with a very fuzzy head, begin to lead them through downtown, over towards like the gate that you're familiar with, and you hear extra, read all about it. Our latest news from the Tattler. Hey, Mister. Hey, I remember you, Mister. You're a good tipper. You want a nice paper? Nice paper, freshly pressed for you, Mister?
Yes. He just death stares this kid. Yes. Give me a paper. How much?
This kid, like, he's holding it out and sees that death stare. He's like, you alright? Yeah, you're looking a little funny, mister.
Yeah, no. The Tatler's the best company to work for. How much is the paper?
Amen to that. Amen it is and that. To bring the news to Malifaux. 5 cents it is. 5 cents for you. Well, you know what? For you, mister?
He gives him a nickel. He doesn't tip.
Oh,
I'll take my paper, and then he leaves.
There's like a mumble. Everyone else hears like someone's having a bad fucking day, huh? You flip open the paper. It reads, title line, "A rising hope emerges from the untamed West." We all know how difficult it can be to find an honest citizen in trying times like these. With the consistent terrorist acts of the arsonist or the arcanist and the frequent threat of the resurrectionists, it's rare that a hero emerges. Recently, successful guild licensed bounty hunter Bradley Cannon made a large donation and completely refurbished New Lives Orphanage. When asked the reason for this generosity, Mr. Cannon responded, "These poor kids don't have anything. They had everything taken from them. And as someone who has gone through a bit of loss himself, I know how that can change someone. This donation is to make sure that these kids can grow up to find respectable professions that don't require a gun." You flip over a few more pages, and you find another article that talks about how Mr. Cannon's words couldn't ring more true, as just recently, in the stressful watch of the wall, it claimed another life. Many of the younger soldiers have difficulty adapting to the extreme horrors of the undead, ghosts, and other unspeakable monsters that they have to deal with a daily basis. And there's like this entire article about how there was someone like who was young and came in and was struggling with the wall, and their sergeant took their gun away from them, and they found another gun and ended their own life.
Is he reading this out loud?
That's up to Toby.
Hey, I can definitely read it because I am hoisting him. I was there at Neonlights just a couple days ago before everything went down. That's insane.
Nemo, this is guild propaganda. Ellie,
Yes.
Ellie, look at this. I want you to know this is propaganda. This is not the truth. You need to hand it off to Ellie.
Another person dies. Excellent.
Another person dies, but it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's all on them.
I can tell you right now, Tobias. To me, this reeks of a cannon. This is something he would do. I don't think this is propaganda.
You don't think this is propaganda? I've worked for the Tatler for years. I understand what's going on.
No, I understand what's going on. He's setting himself up. But sure, let's hope it's propaganda.
She's got a point. If he made himself respectable enough in every state she went to Earthside in order to get people to turn her away, that might be what he's doing here as well. It's not genuine. He's using it to further his own means.
Let him die a martyr then.
Sounds like he's a better spin doctor than I am. Let's keep going.
Okay.
Maeve's gonna take the paper and toss it.
Crumple up, toss it. All right.
Yep.
You make your way to the gate of the quarantine zone where you see like this tin structure. Nemo, can I get a target number 11 will save from you?
Okay, yeah, sure. Yeah. I believe that is a 4. What is my target number?
11.
Let me double check to see if I can't even cheat this. I can cheat it to exactly. I don't do.
Me.
I guess there's no way I can see what it's for to see if it's worth saving against, right?
Up to you.
Everybody's here. I'm not gonna cheat it. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's fine.
You walk up to the familiar gate, Toby, leaning on Nemo's shoulder, moving up. One of the guards comes out and he says, "Hey, Toby, how you doing?" Whoa! What's this? Who are all these chuckle fucks, huh? And like you can see, like his hands already resting on his pistol. Nemo.
I think I remembered what these are for now.
Along the wall, on both sides, there are lights. Lights that have a magical enchantment that are designed to hypnotize the undead. So they stare at them and they get a bullet in their head. You immediately, as you are holding Toby, just go limp. Toby, you have a moment where you are struggling to like keep your balance as Nemo stops supporting you and is just staring like a firefly, looking at this beautiful purple pink light.
Okay. I'm familiar with this guy. What's his name?
Charlie.
Okay. I feel Nemo go a bit down. Hey, Charlie. Remember that time? Remember that time I helped you out that one time? Yeah, of course you do. The Highness is more off. It's a long time ago. Of course you do, Charlie. You should pay back that favor.
Toby, look, we had an accord, right? You know, you helped me out, I helped you out, but it was always
and I'm gonna need some of that help right now.
You're bringing a lot of fucking people right here, you know, in the captain.
I'm bringing a lot of people. They're gonna be gone in an instant. You let me through, they're gone in an instant, and you don't even have to worry about it anymore. I'll get you next time. You know. All right, Charlie. I'll get you your favorite car. I'll get you your favorite pastry. You know those donuts you like? I'll get you one of those donuts.
I mean, I like those fucking donuts, but like you gotta understand.
I like those fucking. All right. I understand. I understand exactly what's gonna take to get us through this wall. It's gonna take a dozen donuts, a baker's dozen donuts. I didn't want to have to do this, but I can do this for you. For you.
He's like looking at you and like he likes you, but he's looking over his shoulder. Give me. Bewitch. What do you want to do? Bewitch or convince? Up to you.
I'll do convince.
Target number 8.
So I'm gonna get him. Target number 8. I got a target number 8 for this guy. My convince is a. I'm gonna cheat this one. Because my voice to the people was reset. So I'm gonna cheat this with a 6. So my convince is gonna be 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 convince.
He's like looking over his shoulder, and like you can hear like, Private Charlie, what is going on? Like from up in the tower, what is going on out there? He's like, you gotta fucking go through right now, or otherwise, I mean, I got a B plan. I could fucking knock you all out and throw you in, say you're sick. Go.
No, we're going.
I want those fucking donuts.
Yeah, with me, get donuts on the clock coming next week. Don't you fucking worry. And he starts picking up me and grabbing
Nemo
me.
doesn't move.
He's gonna pick up.
I weigh 75 pounds. I'm movable, right?
You weigh 75 pounds, but I got -1 might. Oh.
You throw Nemo over your shoulder. You start to struggle. Ellie, I assume you're coming in to help.
Yeah,
with your one arm.
No,
I do like a one arm to Charlie of just like the donuts, yeah, and then I just go get Nemo and help with the process.
Charlie kind of looks at the strange behavior and says, "Wait a second." But like before that, you guys
already through.
You're already through. Yeah. You're gone. You're gone.
On their way through, Maeve's like she's drunk.
Donuts are great. Cigars are better. I hand him a cigar. Keep going.
Yeah, and I hand him like 2 script.
just this boy that's like kind of scratching his head like, but you're gone. Through the drunken instructions, the morphine-induced instructions of Tobias, you eventually make it to his apartment. This area of the quarantine zone has a lot of manners.
Not the apartment, the safe house. The apartment's long gone.
The safe house. You make your way to his safe house, which, like, when you get there, you see there's all these abandoned structures all around where there's like hoses that are running into the apartment, kind of coming through the windows, holes in the wall. It's really, really strange. And when you get in, you just see a small building that has an incredible amount of electrical power pumped into it. There are news clippings with red circles around certain articles. There are it is a mess. It is the apartment that you would expect maybe perhaps a conspiracy theorist to have. Mm-hmm. Where there's like a board with
definitely one of those conspiracy boards.
With a board with like the yarn and the tacks and everything, all going to different articles, some different pictures, articles circled on the floor, circled on the wall, stacks and stacks and stacks of newspapers.
Don't you worry, we'll talk about the mail. Don't you worry.
And immediately your radio kind of crawls off your shoulder and begins to kind of use his, not hands, but claws to plug in electrical sockets into its head, but it can't because it can't pick them up.
All right, don't you worry, buddy. We're gonna pick it up, put it on the table, and get you back suited up. We'll be just fine. And he starts plugging in and tuning dials, making sure it's okay, adjusting the microphone and everything. All right, we're back in business, guys. We're back in business.
A little whiny sound from the radio.
All right, guys. We'll be safe here for a little while. But how are we gonna find this Koopa guy? How are we gonna find this guy who's after us?
Ellie is going to be running her finger along one of the strings on the conspiracy board with clearly a face of, I should have guessed that this is what was going to happen. Like, I should have guessed this fits. Somehow this fits.
Yeah, I can explain how everyone is behind, how the Governor General is behind all the misfortune in Malifaux, but we know. We already know that. We got more pressing issues to deal with right now.
So, just a reminder. Thanks for joining in on this fight, and clearly Bradley has some friends. He's smart and he's well-resourced. We're gonna let him come to us, or we're gonna go to him?
It doesn't sound like we can find him. It sounds like he's gonna find us either way.
he's a public figure, so he would be easier to track down than others if we wanted to try to get some kind of jump on him. But I don't know if that's worthwhile. I don't know. I'm not a strategist.
I
Leave.
would say, personally, yeah, I will say, given that he's trying to set himself up as a public figure, I'd rather kill him in self-defense than go hunting. Tobias, I don't know this area well. There's not like a bar or something, is there?
This
No.
It's part of-
If you wander around, you'll probably get attacked by undead.
Yeah, this part of the quarantine zone is resurrectionist territory. So
the
let's not.
resurrectionists don't drink? Never mind. It's a stupid question, but thank you.
Yeah, no, we're not gonna fraternize with the locals right now. If you catch my drift.
Especially not if the locals aren't sentient anymore.
Could set up
No,
a bunch
they
of
ain't.
traps in the safe house and wait for them to come in. You know, nails
They-
in the boards.
They can see us. They got our hair. They can see us where we are.
I was thinking, just to get all the ideas out there, what if we completely shaved our entire bodies and put all the hair somewhere else? Maybe that's how they... Probably... It's just an idea to put on the table if that's how the tracking is.
I love that idea very much.
I don't know if it works that way, but if it does...
If that's how magic works exactly.
I mean, yeah. I don't
Alright,
know
mate.
how magic works.
May I make I don't know what kind of magic that is. I want to make a magic check to see if that's how magic works, but it's like I feel like I know that's not going to work.
Sure, give me enchanting if you have it.
Enchanting.
Can I assist with
it's
my
charm
brilliant...
or
Does
cunning?
my brilliant idea give him
Cunning.
advantage on this check?
No.
I am
Alright.
terrified that he will succeed and find out that this is how magic works. Oh my
Target number 8.
All right. So this is exactly how magic works because I rolled the black joker. So this is we just gotta shave all of our hair off. Fingernails
Jesus.
gone, teeth out.
I mean, she only has her hair. I think we can keep our teeth. Ellie's only getting her back now. Like,
Freya's already grabbing a tooth, trying to rip it out.
no, okay. It's just an idea, and I'm sure that he has some other way of finding us. So,
That's not how it works.
I like the idea of trapping the safe house so that we can weaken them before they get to us.
I mean, that's not how magic works. Are you sure? I feel like I read that
Yeah.
somewhere.
You know, maybe it is, Tobias. I don't know anything anymore.
Really hope it's not. That's what I can say. I hope it's not that way. Otherwise, Ed would have been doing some pretty weird stuff.
New question here. Nemo, you good? Why the hell was Ellie and Tobias carrying you in?
well, I'm dead. That's been, you know that, right? That's already been established. Yeah.
Right,
So
right.
just sometimes stupid things will happen to me. Essentially. I should have been more aware of it. I forget things. I forgot about, the wall thing. So yeah, thank you to Ellie and Tobias. So sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll be more aware of it next time.
Well, it's all right. I just want to make sure that if we are fighting on our turf, that Cannon can't use that, whatever the hell that was, to lure you out.
I think we're far enough away from the wall. I don't know if they're transportable or anything, but
All right. Just making sure.
no,
Reeve
it's
sits down and starts writing in their journal.
So those things are guild property. He's gonna have to go either take it from the guild or get in close, and he doesn't sound like he's that close to the guild just yet. We got some time before they pull those things to fix on us.
The thing he said in the book said that he was going to see us in a few days, so we have days to prepare. So we can
Is he a
travel.
man of his word?
Oh yeah.
What are we gonna do for food? Do you have food in this house, Tobias, or are we just gonna sit here for days?
I think we just eat newspapers, personally. It seems
I
like we
don't
could
think
probably just eat.
newspapers have even a little bit of nutrition, Ellie.
I know that yarn is pretty fibrous, and you just see
how about
yarn.
the-
Ellie's sort of playing with the yarn on the wall.
We're not eating yarn. Yeah, he may know where we're at, but we can still go get a pizza if we want, you know?
I don't. You think he knows where we are already, or do you think it'll take him a couple days to find us?
He says it'll see us in a couple days.
Well, I guess we should stock up.
Got any vitamins in the doctor bag full of gummy bear vitamins or something like that?
No, I've got stimulants, morphine, anesthetic, and the other bag has nothing and sometimes useless pieces of paper.
Well, I don't need to eat, so we don't.
Nice thing is that we are definitely out of useless pieces of paper, and Ellie just continues to finger through all of Tobias.
They're not useless. Obviously, this leads to this. Obviously, this. If you're not paying attention, if you don't see what's happening, you're not paying attention, Ellie. He goes off in a little while about.
I don't even know who the Governor General is.
That's because you're not paying attention, Nemo. Stick with me, you'll figure things out. Don't you worry.
Right.
Right. So, yeah, we said about one of us will go get food, one of us will start setting up traps. I mean, is that the plan?
Yeah, quick new question, Brent. Did Callie fit in the safe house? I'm very stressed out about my horse now.
Come on in, Callie.
I've made mistakes. Callie's made mistakes. We're paying for them.
It's an
There's got to be a
apartment.
basement. There's got to be a basement to this place.
You can, with the help of another player, lead Callie up a flight of stairs into like an old abandoned room.
Oh, thank God.
It's
Maeve,
very awkward and difficult, but you can do it.
Maeve, would you mind helping me out here? I gotta get
Absolutely.
drunky up the stairs.
Oh, that'll be fun. As long as it... All right, yeah, sure. Let's do it.
We do that.
We get the horse up the stairs into a room.
Can I get a bureaucracy or history check from Ellie or Toby?
Bureaucracy or history?
Target number 8.
I don't
Or
have either
and.
of those.
I have
Either of
both of those. Ellie is prepared. I'm gonna. Can I cheat this?
Target number 8? Yes, you can cheat it.
Hot damn! I'm gonna cheat it for an 8. History.
Ellie, if Bradley Cannon is a bounty hunter, they probably have records of him in the Cage of Grace. Normally, these records are not accessible, but it is an option.
As they're dealing with all the horse shenanigans to get the horse into the safe house, I think I'm gonna approach Tobias and Nemo and say, a thought just crossed my mind. We could go to the Cage of Grace to get any more information about him. He probably doesn't see the line of work as I do. Well, you shouldn't come, Tobias.
Well, do we want to rely on them? We don't got to rely on them for shit.
Okay.
I don't know if it would be relying on them. It's just getting some information from them. And Ellie, you're kind of friendly over there, right?
I am a member, yeah.
You and Frey, yeah?
Yeah, we both are.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't go there.
I'm thinking I take Maeve.
Sure.
I'm gonna go ask them.
All right,
Yeah, you
Ellie.
do that, Ellie.
I look right back at Nemo.
Nemo, who has spent the last 15 minutes letting Tobias explain his yarn wall to her and look interested.
Tobias, you're watching as Nemo says that. Ellie looks back at Nemo and says, "Yeah, I'll just leave you two at it then."
Ellie, you do what you want. I don't want to talk to the girl. You do what you want. And he's gonna go talk to, or just yell at Frey. Hey, this place is in mine. Make sure the horse doesn't shit anyway. About like,
what about puke? Definitely just puke.
No. If you better clean this shit up. It's not. It's dirty, but it ain't mine. You clean up the puke. It's not. And he goes on and on about it. Make sure you're careful with this thing, right?
Well, if Bradley Cannon, if Bradley is making things difficult for you on one side, we do have a broadcast to make things difficult from the other way around. We could try to spread some rumors that way. I elbow Tobias in the side as I see him just looking at some yarn and thinking about the horse puking. Tobias?
Yes.
Yeah, what did I just say, Tobias? Are you with me?
You got horse puke to deal with. You got horse puke to clean up. I don't want to have to owe this person any more than I have to.
You know your extremely secret radio program that I don't know about?
Yes.
Do you think he could use that to make life more difficult for Bradley? If he's going out putting out propaganda, you think he could work against that? Isn't that, more honest?
Yes. Ellie. Or, Nemo. I like where this is going.
Why this tone? Why that tone?
Because you got a good idea right there. You got the seed of a good idea, and Tobias is going to get to work writing a script for his next raid. He's gonna get to writing a script. He can get to work.
Ellie, did Ellie overhear this? Just a hot second.
Yeah, no, it was like I turned away from you.
Ellie's just gonna be like, nice. I really like that. Goes into her journal and tears out a piece of paper and puts it on and it's just covered in writing. This is most of the things that Bradley Cooper has done, and some of the kills that he has made.
I like this. I like the sound of this. All right, and I need you. Anything else you have on him? Kills he's made. We started with the kills. That's good. All right, I can use this. And he takes it, and he keeps on editing. He keeps on writing down a script. He takes paper off the wall. Yes.
He's a fairly good person. I don't have a lot of true dirt on him.
Ellie. Everyone's fairly good till they come here. Malifaux does things to people. Don't worry, I got this.
That's damn sure. Maeve, we gotta go.
All right, where are we going?
Come on. And I just take Maeve's hand and we just leave the building.
Maeve just allows himself to be pulled out the safe house.
Good luck, Frey. Good luck, Callie.
All right, who all is going to the Cage of Grace?
They're holding hands all the way to the police station.
Neve, Ellie, anyone else?
No.
Me?
I'm cleaning puke.
Neve and Ellie, you begin to make your way to the Cage of Grace. I don't think you've been to the Cage of Grace before, Neve.
No, Maeve hasn't.
You've lived in Malifaux for some time, but this is sort of the central headquarters of the guild.
Right.
It is this big U-shaped building where there are rows and rows and rows of busts with masquerade masks, each with like a golden tag beneath them, all stuck in these like little indents that look down at you as you come in. Each more pretentious than the past, and they're staring down at you as you go in. You can see guild soldiers walking everywhere, almost like a police station. You come up to a counter where a very sleepy-looking individual looks up and says, "I need something."
Yep. Have I seen this? Is this the secretary? Is this the person who I see?
Same secretary in old times.
All right, we're going up to the third floor. We got to go to the bounty hunting room.
I'm gonna need to see your license. Recently, my dad got really mad because I let some people up that didn't have a license. And like he's like flipping through your license and looking at your paper, and it's like, I don't understand what the fuck the big deal is, because people want to kill people. That's fine, but like it is what it is. Yeah, head on up. This checks out. Do your thing, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, no worries.
And as we leave, it just, I don't like him. I don't know why, but I don't like him.
A bit lackadaisical, at least. At the very least.
At least security is loose here. I mean, security is pretty easy to get in and out of this building.
It's pretty loose, but there's just like hundreds and hundreds of officers. Just like, there's times where like you see prisoners being dragged in, just like fucking screaming, like, no, don't throw me into a cell. Like it's. The front counter is lackadaisical, but it's a pretty brutal place.
Maeve actually, weirdly perhaps, I don't know, maybe Ellie won't find it weird, seems to relax a little.
You been here before?
No.
We're going to the 3rd floor during this conversation.
No, this is my first time.
You make your way up the the stairs. Again, just surrounded. Like there's a moment, Maeve, where you see like the slow brim hat of a death marshal, and like he looks over at you and you can see like the green smoke pouring out of his eyes, and he just keeps moving past. There's someone dragging a few witch hunters on chains, and like when they see you, they just start to sniff and look at you, but like they're quickly pulled along, moved farther down, and eventually you enter a nice office. There's a glass door, blind shut, golden frame that says the bounty hunting director. You open it and you see a thin, finely dressed man with a big pointed mask, like a hooked nose covering about half his face. He's currently writing with a pen, looks up, slaps his perfectly manicured fingers on the desk, and says, "Ah, Miss Wiley, always a delight to see you. How is that current bounty that you were assigned going?"
Oh, the one about the resurrectionist?
Let me just check my notes real quick. I believe you completed that one.
No, I've completed that one. The other one's going fine. Don't worry about it.
Excellent. Always enjoy hearing an update. What brings you to my humble abode?
This is my companion. We're here trying to learn a little bit about a recent encounter.
His chair scoots back. He reaches into a drawer and brings out some stark white, very fancy gloves, puts them on his hand, and holds out his hand to shake yours, Maeve.
Maeve will offer their hand as well and shake it.
Charmed. Are you a friend of Miss Wiley's, an aspiring bounty hunter, or perhaps a never-born hunter? The Ortegas are always looking for more.
Well, perhaps either of those things. Certainly just dipping my toes in the water for now.
Take your time. The guild always enjoys anyone who is capable and understands the wheel of progress, but between you and me, stay away from the Ortegas. Neverborn hunting has diminishing returns.
And how's that exactly?
A lot of people see the flyers, they're gung-ho, and they want to come in and be like the Ortegas, but the Neverborn are very, very vicious. Not a high survival rate. You would want to go into a more calm program with proper training. We wouldn't want a friend of the famous Ellie Wiley here to die so quickly in Malifaux.
Oh, I certainly would not want to die. No, that's entirely true. Interesting, though. I mean, yes, of course, they've got some special powers that make them particularly dangerous, as I understand it. I, first and foremost, am a scholar, but I'm a bit scrappy, so the world isn't too far from my potential reach, but I've found humans to be rather vicious as well.
We are, but humans can be reasoned with. The Neverborn are wild dogs that prey on the flesh of our kind.
Well, I could see where that would be a very good motivator to hunt them. Believing that is certainly, yes, you'd want to eliminate that, surely.
Look, are you gonna just say some shit right now, or can we just get to the business?
I apologize. Paperwork's been stacking up, and sometimes it's good to see an old friend. Miss Wiley, what is it I can do for you today?
I would like to get any information I can about a person named Bradley Cannon. A former associate of mine. We've had a couple run-ins together.
Give me a moment to look through my files. Any association or job picking up in the guild?
I don't know if he is necessarily guild affiliate at this point. Likely a bounty hunter of some kind back over on Earthside.
Well, as you know, the guild takes the utmost respect for its mercenaries and employees, and to give you said information would be a breach of contract. I would never hand out your personal information as an employee of the guild, and it would be terrible for me to do the same to Mr. Cooper, you said it was?
Well, is he an
Mr.
employee of the
Cannon.
guild? Of Mr. Cannon, is he an employee of the guild? Is that a question you can answer to us?
If he's a bounty hunter, I just can't say. Miss Wiley, you understand how difficult bounty hunting is, and if someone comes in saying, oh, did this bounty hunter kill my mother or my father? And then they'll go on a vengeance spree, and we just don't like that. We are about order and structure and law, and we don't want vigilantes running in the street because of some sort of vendetta.
For sure. But what about if, look, I've done a couple of jobs for you. I'm working on the one that you currently gave me. Right now, I think that Bradley Cannon is trying to do something to sabotage me. And all I'm looking for is any information you have, nothing personal, but something to help me not wind up dead on the streets because of him.
What type of check would you like to make for this?
I think leadership, unless...
No, I'll take that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not bureaucratic enough.
You're not, but like you do have a commanding presence, and you have interacted with this slimy man a few times. And he likes you, as slimy as he is, because you've done really good work. So yeah, give me a target number 8 leadership check.
Can I cheat it?
Yes, you can.
All right. So, kind of looking into his face, being pretty earnest, just Ellie again says, look, I don't ask you for much, Ed, ever. I need help.
You call him Ed?
No, I've never asked. I don't ask.
I thought you call him Ed, because his name is Ferdinand. So yeah. I was like, Ed.
And I turned to him and go, I need your help. I don't want to die, especially by him. And I got a past with him. And I got a 9.
He stands up and sort of cracks his white gloved knuckles and says, there are a few who understand the importance of structure in this place. Most who are not perfectly employed with the guild want to cause chaos. I am afraid I could never betray my honor to the guild, especially with the secretary having a new opening that I'm very much interested in. But it has been 10 hours since I've had a lunch break, so I'm just going to go to lunch. I will be back in 30 minutes.
Thank you. Enjoy your lunch. I hear that
It's a pleasure to meet you.
The pizza is really good at House of LeBlanc. And
Well, that should buy us some time. I will, of course, lock my office because I would not want any criminals investigating in here.
thank you.
Be safe, Miss Ellie Wiley. And thank you for your service. And he walks out, and you hear sort of the jingle of the keys as he locks the door behind him and locks you inside.
Right. Let's get looking.
Give me a target number 9. Actually, no, we'll do 10. Target number 10 notice check from both of you.
All right. Ooh, oops, I put it in my
13.
hand. And that'll be a 13 as well for me.
You guys are quick. You immediately start looking at just like the walls of file cabinets. You find the bounty hunter one. You start flipping through. You quickly pull out the file. You like there's a moment where you're like, oh shit, but we're locked in for 30 minutes. Ellie, you go over and try the door. He locked it, but he kept it in the open position. So you can just like slip it open and turn it from the inside and it'll relock. You grab the file. There are people just walking around everywhere outside. When you look in the file really quick, you're flipping through. You just find like a few bounties that Bradley did. There's nothing really immediately that catches your attention until you start to kind of get to like his compatriots, the people he works with. One name stands out, Jimmy Ripshaw. And it talks about how he was on death row. But apparently Bradley Cannon paid his bail. And he is an ex-member of the Fry Corps.
That's good information.
Anyone else?
You don't see anything about the woman he brings with him. There's just like little bits about this because apparently this guy was like supposed to be executed. Yeah. He was supposed to be hung. You're not sure what his crimes are. They've been redacted. There's like the black mark kind of going over him where they talk about his crimes because the bail was bought.
Well, we know one of his people now.
And you have a lead.
Yes. Yeah, at the very least, it's a start. Ellie, you might find me optimistic or naive, but I'm not afraid of what we're facing. Not any more than someone should be, I guess.
Ellie gives you a hug.
Oh.
Mid-sentence.
Yep. Yeah, Meave relaxes into that hug and just... Okay. I'm glad we made it out.
Me too. I'm going to tell everybody this at some point in time, but thanks for sticking around. I'm going to tell you right now, being a Malifaux is damn lonely.
Yeah, it is.
And I didn't think I'd find people like you.
I felt the same way. I didn't expect anything that happened. Thought I was just going to, join Frey for the job in the gorge and get the information I was looking for and leave. So I'm glad I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't too. Can I just say, hugging somebody with one arm is really hard. I cannot wait to get my arm back on.
We've got to arrange for someone to help you with that, I guess.
Yep.
But in the meantime, I don't want to assume your ability, but if you need anything, let me know.
I won't, as you know.
I know.
So,
But you can let me know in other ways. Like, by, not trying really hard not to let me know, because that's usually the easiest tip off I've got.
All right, let's go. Let's get out of here.
Hey, no, you said you wanted to ask something.
No, I'm leaving. Come on. And as we leave, though, as we walk through the Cage of Grace, I do want to just say, I think Tobias and Nemo have something going on. I don't know if
Was
you
that what you were
noticed
gonna? Was that what you were gonna tell me?
Yeah.
Of course they. Well,
Of course
noticed.
they do. You okay?
I've noticed that Nemo has some sort of fixation isn't the right word. She's a bit
Do you think they've kissed?
No,
Is Tobias the nighttime friend? Like
No,
a different nighttime friend than the nighttime friend?
I don't think so. I think right now it's maybe a bit unnoticed by Tobias. I mean, just looking at the way she feels, looking at the way she acts and feels toward Tobias, and then the fact that Tobias is a little more focused on other things, I kind of just thought it was that she had some sort of feeling that she wasn't really addressing, and a lot of things are not my business, but that's like neither my business nor my expertise. So
I'm gonna have a conversation with one of them.
Okay.
Just a heads up on that.
Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
And, yeah, that'll be interesting.
They wander back.
You guys start your way wandering back. Meanwhile, back at Toby's apartment, Toby, Tobias, you have been quickly writing up a diatribe, a hard-hitting news story of the honest citizen. While that is going on, I need a.
What do you need from me?
I don't need. Well, you know what I need from you? I need a target number 11 carouse check.
Carouse check?
Yeah.
Okay. What is carouse based off of? That's
Resilience.
Resilience. Oh. You sure you need carouse? I'm not convinced.
I'm sure I need carouse. Maintaining composure while intoxicated or poisoned. I'm sure I need
not worn
carouse.
off by now?
I mean, the pain, he's not high anymore, but the pain is slowly settling back in.
You know what? You can pick toughness if you don't like that.
Toughness is not a good either. Oh, wait. I do have toughness.
Does it beat 11?
No.
No,
it does not.
Tobias is setting up his radio equipment, flipping switches, plugging things in. You guys are watching him, and his face plops. The bandages are black at this point, and neither Frey or Nemo are doctors, but you start to suddenly realize,
our friend just passed out.
Our friend passed out. The bandages are black. Something's might be wrong.
Tobias, I shake him a little bit.
Out.
You all right?
Out cold.
Okay.
He doesn't even react to Nemo.
Okay.
Nemo.
My eyes roll back in my head and I attempt to magically heal him.
This is his critical effect, so you just hold it out and nothing happens.
What is his critical? Do I have any idea what's happening? I get out my cell phone and I call me.
Master.
You don't have one.
Game Master. No, actually, Meave, did you leave the doctor bag behind?
Oh God.
Oh God, I don't like where this is going.
Which one of these is adrenaline?
Flip for it, CJ.
I'm gonna, okay, odds.
Which doctor bag are you using? The magic one or the regular one?
I assume
Evens, no, I did not leave it behind.
Damn it.
Sorry.
That's all right. You're just
being a good doctor.
Checking for pulse. Most alive people have a pulse, right? Yeah, you've got one. Okay.
Medicine.
Is he dead?
Target number 6. Medicine. Target number 6.
I
Alright.
don't have medicine.
What's medicine based off of?
Medicine is based off of.
Oh,
it's
don't say
cunning, I'll
intellect.
do
It's
it.
doctor. Hold on.
What is
Say
doctor?
Intellect.
Oh boy.
Oh fuck.
I
Oh.
love this. This is terrifying. This is the
Okay.
greatest.
All right.
I've got a +0. Where are you? Intellect.
Negative.
I'll do it. I'll do
3.
it. I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm like taking his hand and I'm like opening his eyelids to like see his pupils. Like that's a thing, right? They
Blank,
used to do
blank,
that when I
just
was
blank.
really out of it. All right. Doctor check. Target number 6 with intellect, right? Okay.
Yep.
So that's a 3. I'm going to cheat it to a 7 because I'm not gonna let Tobias die because I faked his eyeballs out or whatever.
Oh
Is he good?
shit. He's on a lot of drugs. His hand is
Okay.
black. He probably needs a new hand.
Right now? Right now? Right
Well,
now,
he's
he
gonna
needs
need
a new
skin for the hand, Nemo. He's gonna need skin for the hand. There was a guy. There was a guy on the dead board. You remember? You remember when you had the dead board? There was
Yeah.
a person who would rearrange faces to look different, and you probably need skin to rearrange.
Right
The cleaner.
now?
The cleaner.
Right
His
now?
name. His hand is black. You don't know what's going on. He could be dying. But you know that there is a man who probably has skin and is good at
Where is he?
rearranging
Where
skin.
is he? Is he in the quarantine zone?
He is in the quarantine zone. He's far south in the quarantine zone. He was past the little goblin shop. Let me remember the area. The sink. He's past the sink.
That's a long ways away, guys.
It's a very long ways away.
So with the, I succeeded on the doctor check. I straight up think Tobias isn't gonna regain consciousness unless I get him hand skin.
I mean, he passed out. You know he passed out. You know he's alive.
Okay.
And that's really good, but you also know that his bandage hand is black.
Okay. Should I? Right. So there's a guy a little bit south of here who has a whole bunch of skin, which I could go get right now. But should we wait for for me and Ellie to get back so I can just nip in and grab some skin? I don't have any money. Frey. Do you have any money?
I got money.
Give me your
we
money.
gotta go.
No, sorry.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Do we need to bring him there, or do we need to bring dude here?
I was
Tobias.
thinking I would just go steal his skin.
Tobias
What are you gonna
groans.
do with skin, Nemo?
It's for Tobias. Look at his hand. It's black.
Tobias, is it you? You don't just sew that shit on, do you?
Meave can probably do it. I've got a sewing kit in my bag, and I will do what needs to be done, Frey.
Okay, can we bring him to a medical professional, please?
This man is not a medical professional. He's just a guy who has a lot of skin.
This is awful and terrifying.
What he
Take my
does
money.
is he takes
Take my
people's
money.
faces off, and but should I wait for Ellie and Meave to come back?
Tobias
get the
groans. Tobias groans and in
Oh my
his
God.
morphine
Oh my God.
sleep
Oh my God.
rolls and just face plants onto the floor.
All right.
Frey, pick him up.
Okay, all right. I pick him
Don't
up.
let him fall over. Okay, yeah.
Okay, all right. I think we need to bring him to someone that
Okay,
can
but if
help.
we all leave and Ellie and Meave get back, they're going to go, well, I
I
guess they're
don't-
fucking dead, right?
I don't give a shit what they think. This dude is unconscious with a black hand.
Do we think it's the morphine? I guess he's not dying. He might.
I
lose
got
the
a
hand.
horse. I got a horse that I
got
can
a your
sober up
horse is
real
drunk.
quick. It's
You can write a
fine.
note.
Sober her ass up real quick. Tobias, shut up. You're not in this. We're
I'm
gonna
gonna take
go.
Tobias's radio. I'm gonna pick him up. Could she tell when Meave and Ellie get back? Just let them know that we've gone to the man with the skin down by where is it, Brent?
Down
Down by the bounty boards. We've gone and got some skin for Tobias.
The man with the skin.
We went down to the bounty boards to go to the man with the skin who rearranges faces,
I
and
don't
we'll
even
be
know what the
right
fuck
back.
you're talking about. This
It's
is
I'm
down in
letting the
terrifying.
radio-
Escape Town. Escape Town is where it's at.
In Scape Town, alright? I'm letting the radio know. The radio will let Ellie and Meave know, and they can meet us there. It's totally fine. It's like 9 o'clock at night, right?
The radio's
As-
like, shh. I got you, boo.
As Nemo's doing this, I am literally strapping Tobias to Callie, like down, like around on Callie, and I'm telling Callie, "Look at me, girl. Look at me. You need to focus up. All right. You need to
Lick.
focus up."
Lick.
Great, good girl. I give her an apple, and we go.
Oh my god.
All right.
Is this a good plan? Is this a bad plan? I look at Tobias's unconscious face, like, gotta do it. No other choice.
Nemo, it's a plan. I don't know if it's
Plan.
good or bad. It's a plan. Let's go. So we go.
I've got a finger. I got one. We're 1/5 of the way there. Right, I put it back in my pocket and we leave.
In a panic, you guys start to make your way down towards Scape Town.
Probably should have waited for me, but the DM told me that I feel this. I'm doing it. It's happening.
You're not medically trained, man, but you're dead, and you understand the fear of death. So, this is like a good 10-hour trip. This is a far ride. At some point in time,
What if we can get Callie to gallop? Like, we rearrange and we all get on Callie.
I say that'll cut it down to a 5, right?
I'll take it.
He's slumped over in front of you. Nemo's behind you, holding on to you, and you're just like galloping through the streets, moving through like downtown, the eastern slums, just going and go. Like you have to cross a bridge to get back into like the
Fully
main
the middle of
lands.
the night, right?
It's like it is, but like there's
I can
guards.
see.
There's guardsmen everywhere, and like you're like they're like, hey, where are you going? You're like, hey, this man needs medical attention. Like, all right, go, and like you're just moving, making your way down to Scape Town at a full gallop. At some point in time, Ellie and me come back to an empty apartment.
Yes, and we have no idea what's just gone down.
The radio is still there. I left the voicemail.
Wait. Like, lights on? Like, let me just check. Did you all just leave in, like, the most hurry? It sounds like you left in the most hurried.
I left.
Hurries.
I would not have done anything. I would have just left.
As we enter, it's sort of like, hey, we're back. And with no response.
There's an excited skitter that comes up to you, Ellie.
Oh.
Give me a helping hand.
I want to make an
It needs
insight
help?
check. I want to make a scrutiny check to figure out what it's saying to me.
Target number 10.
Actually, no, I'll just act this out. We'll just act this out. I didn't even flip for this. What?
The flesh of the weak must be removed. We can build him, make him stronger, better.
It didn't record what Nemo said?
It can, and it chose not to. That's my problem.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Okay, well, the first bit, I thought it needed help, but then it's talking about flesh. Tobias's hand?
Nemo.
This is when like it. This is when it starts the recording and shifts it to like Nemo just freaking out. You just hear like Nemo be like, "What the fuck are we going to do?"
Oh shit.
What happened? Alright,
Well,
okay.
It looks like what happened is that we need to teach one of those two field medicine. Is what it seems like is going to happen here.
And potentially how to write.
Well, yeah, that too. Did you say where you're going?
Yes, I gave very explicit
You did.
who we're seeing, where it is. Did the radio pass it on, or did it just leave the recording of what the fuck are we going to do? Don't look at me like that, Brent. Don't give me that face.
I don't know. Are you asking the DM or the radio this, Jake?
Well, I'm just asking what all did the radio give us? Like,
So
you
far.
said the full recording?
It gave you like the panic of Nemo. It talked about we can rebuild him, make him better, stronger.
Okay, so there's one of two options here. Radio. Did they get attacked? Or did they go somewhere?
I'm afraid that question isn't right. That's not what happened.
I pull out my gun and aim it at the radio.
Alright, okay, hold on. Radio? What happened?
Who's your daddy?
Tobias is your daddy.
Works for me! And then like it shifts the recording and gives you the recording of they're going to Escape Town, talking about the cleaner, which you recognize that name, Ellie. And it just does like a mischievous little clatter around the floor and perches up on the corner of the bed.
Well, so much for hiding out and setting traps.
Yeah, well, I guess my question is, should we hide out and set traps, or should we meet them at the cleaners? I mean, this person, I don't know much. Can they address Tobias's wound?
Probably. In some makeshift way. It's probably better for us to go in case they need a pair of capable hands. A pair of them and one capable hand. That's what I can say. So we can offer three.
A set of capable hands.
Yeah. Let's get their stuff. And I started collecting all of our stuff.
Yeah, let's do that. And that's I guess what they do. They get their stuff and also make their way sans horse toward the cleaner. Towards Escape Town.
Yeah, we're gonna show up late.
With no Starbucks.
I right before we leave, I turn and I go, radio, come on. Get in the bag.
It skitters up and just whoop, plops into the bag. You just hear like a yay, like from an old sitcom.
I guess we'll have plenty of time to talk on the way.
What do you think they did? Do you think that did Frey bleed on them? And this is sort of the conversation for a while.
Mavis like, I don't know. I mean, it has to have something to do with Tobias.
Well, yeah, I think so.
Well, and his hand, maybe.
And
do you think he did something to his hand?
I mean, probably something. His hand probably did something to him. Honestly.
Yeah. What were you going to say?
Oh, I was going to say. Okay, I'm going to practice opening lines as to how I'm going to talk to. I think I'm going to talk to Tobias about this. I'm going to practice opening lines, right? Right. So I come in, sit him down. Tobias, listen, and we'll cut to the other scene.
Ellie, there's an easier way to go about it. An easier way to find it all out, actually. Just ask Tobias on a date. You'll get both of their answers real fast.
I was really gonna just go with "Are you seeing Nemo?" but
that's probably a lot more honest.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, it'd be funny. Anyway, and then we go on.
Somewhere along the edge of the eastern slums, you guys eventually cross a bridge, come over to another bridge at a dock that normally leads into Escape Town. Tobias is blacked out, gone. His hand is black. There is sort of black blood just dripping from it. Not the type of black blood that you are familiar with, Frey, but congealed, old, black blood. And eventually you sort of pull up to a dock. Nemo, you are looking around. You see a bunch of sort of rowboats and like a big steamer boat.
Right, I'm just gonna hop off and approach the nearest person because I know I'm in the area where the bounty boards are. I would recognize the kind of people that I should talk to about.
You're not in Escape Town yet. You're across the river. If you remember, when you went to Escape Town, you had to take the ferry across the river.
Where is the man with the boat?
That's
the man who named the boat after his dog. I gave him
Thomas.
$45.
Give me a target number 9 notice check.
That's a 10, baby.
There is not a boat, but a small steamer. Little wheel on the back, freshly painted. The name of the dog sort of written on the side. And you recognize the name of the dog.
That means, Brent, reading between the lines, neither you nor I wrote down the name of the dog.
No, neither of us did. I think he said he named it after his dog, and I never wrote it down. Yeah. I think Jake said Thomas. Well, no, Thomas was the name of the guy. So we'll name the dog.
The dog was named after his mom, and the dog was more loyal than his mother had ever been. So it's definitely a girl's name. Doesn't matter. Let's call her Maria.
Abigail. It's
Michelle.
Abigail. Abigail is the name of the boat and the dog.
I'm gonna hop off the horse mid-gallop and start gesturing over to Frey to follow me and just sprint towards this guy if I recognize the name. Hi! Hello, good evening.
Well, if it ain't my little angel that came in here and gave me money to get this nice farm boat, it is. It's a pleasure to see you. How are you doing? I was worried about
so
you.
Well, your boat is looking so grand and so great. Everything is wonderful, except for I need a trip across the water as quickly as possible. My friend's hand is my friend's hand is falling off currently, so I just need to boop right across the water. If that's all right, if you have the time. Happening either way. Whether
No. You bring him on right up. You do.
Yeah,
great.
Can you fit a horse?
Oh, it's not steamer. It is. Yes, I can.
All right.
Bring it on and let me get the plank. He does, and
He kind of helps you just lead it up, and it's Callie's not liking being on a boat, but he's like, shh, it's all right, it is. Come on, we got an apple. Usually horses like apples here.
All right, I like you, Callie. It's all right, Callie. Come on now.
Shh, be nice inside the steamer. It will. Oh, it's not usually often an old man like me gets a chance to be a hero for someone who got him a new boat. He does. This little miss here. All right, Miss Teresa, we're just gonna put along. Hang on, there's a little bit of a kick when we kick off, and it starts to just sort of putter across. And he's like, well, I must say things have been real nice since you last visited here, Miss Teresa. They is real nice. They is. I mean, have you seen me no boat? The little name I put on it, a little smile in my face, sunshine in my eyes.
I'm glad that was enough. It looks really good. Yeah.
Oh, more than enough. You took a poor man with an old ship, not even a seaworthy vessel, and you made him something right. You did something beautiful and put a smile on his face permanently. Do you know how good of a little lady she is, mister? She's real nice.
She's the best. Can you show me how this thing moves? Like
right
now?
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Come along, right here. You can see we're at full throttle. This is the throttle right here.
Yeah,
pushed all the way
This
ahead.
is the throttle right here. This is it.
Yeah, I've maxed out.
I crank the throttle.
it's maxed out. You're pushing it. It's just like putting along.
Oh God! All right. Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, that's great.
Oh, I'm sorry you won't go faster, always, but it's made more for comfort and luxury, and keeping the guests comfortable than it is for speed.
Oh yeah, that is great. Absolutely great. Yeah.
Miss Teresa, come over here. Tell me how much of a gem you are. I can't let a con act go unnoticed. Changed my life, she did. Changed me life. Made me the happiest man I ever could be.
Yeah. I mean, thanks. Yeah. Do you know anything about first aid?
Oh, no. I can gut a fish if you got one, though.
No, we don't have one of those. But yeah, just go ahead and tell me about the boat on the ride over. That'd be very nice.
Just put along, enjoy scenery. That's all it is. Let me tell you about me mother and why I named me dog after her and why she was so sweet to me. She was, and he just kind of starts to tell his life story. Now this time about his dog and how sweet she was.
How sweet she was.
Sweet she was. And after probably about 45 minutes, you eventually put your way across. And he's like, oh, no, before you go, here, take a few biscuits. I made them myself. You know what? I like you. You take 2, Miss Teresa. Would you like your friend to have 2 as well?
What? Sorry? What?
Biscuits,
yes, please, thank you.
Biscuits. I got a bit of tea on the kettle if you want to stay.
Very sweet, thank you.
Well, that's fine. Busy is.
Yeah.
I'll be here when you come back.
No, yeah, I'll come by another time for a social visit. Sorry, we're in a bit of a
Oh,
His hat's turning black.
no. You run along. It's always nice to be blessed by two angels that visit me. It is. Move along, and you go about your divine business, making the world a better place. Cheerio.
Right, thank you.
And he's just waving from his ship as you go farther into the quarantine zone.
Nemo, how much further do we have to go here?
How much further do we have to go here, Brent? Are we really close?
Nemo, all right, so I need some checks. I need either a carouse, a barter, which will cost money, but it'll be a lower check, a intimidate or a convince or a bewitch.
What? What?
So essentially, if you remember, and so here's to catch you up,
It's
Frey.
possible two people to go on this mission.
I know.
What's barter
I know.
based off? What's barter based off?
Barter is based off tenacity.
Y'all just need to slap Tobias awake for the single moment in which
He's out. He's out.
You bewitch someone for
Tobias, speak. Hey, bewitch me.
Help me bewitch this person.
You triggered my trap, Tobias.
Can I deceive our way in?
Yes.
Yeah! Okay, unless there's something Frey you would like to do.
I'll deceive with you. I'll be great.
All right. Do we both want to flip? Is that how it works? How many?
What's our TN?
What's our target number?
The target number is 9, but I need you to tell me how you're going to deceive. Because the problem with this situation is the death board is very public. The death board takes the bounties of the guild and posts them into a public place. The cleaner, to catch you up, Frey, in this wild go-kart race you've been caught up in.
I would have told you on the horse. You would know.
There's a man who... So in this district of the town, bodies constantly float up. Like this is like a little gulf. And people sometimes take those bodies, take them to the cleaner, and he rearranges their face to look like actual bounties that people can turn into the guild. What he does is not legal. Nemo is aware of this, does not know how to find him. But this is kind of what goes on down
I would
here.
like to deceive that Tobias is a corpse that I'm trying to take to the cleaners. I'm looking for people at the bounty board. Like, got one? I need to get him done up, essentially.
So you just try to find like a bounty that somewhat looks like Tobias.
I'm not lying to the cleaner about it. I'm lying to find our way to the cleaner, essentially. Is that
Right?
fair? Yeah.
That's fine. You run to the
Close,
bounty
right?
board.
I just need a little adjustment, so if you could just point me in the direction, that'd be great.
You kind of pull one of the flyers off, talk to a man, and you're like, send me to the cleaner. He's looking at you, looking a little suspicious. Give me that deceive check.
13 of tomes.
He looks at the bounty, looks down at Toby, and says,
What was my target number?
I believe it was 9.
Okay, good.
I don't know. I believe this one's a little too young. Might have to rough him up a little bit, Yeah. I think I can help you. Just, be careful. He doesn't like new people. He doesn't recognize.
Yeah, fine. Whatever. Where is he?
All right. So you're gonna have to head over a few miles up north. There's a little pathway that goes down to the claves. Make sure you get there quick, because when the tide comes in, it floods the whole place. So you want to go in before the tide and get to him.
Right.
Right.
Great. When does the tide come in?
About 4 hours from now.
Yeah, let's roll.
Yeah, it's only a few miles. You should be fine. You got a horse and all.
Right. We go there. Riding as fast as humanly possible.
You guys freaking carrying an unconscious Toby on your horse. Meanwhile,
This is insane.
this
This
did
is
get
a
very
bad
insane.
plan.
It is. Meanwhile,
You said I had a Jimmy Neutron brain blast of this being a great idea, so I'm doing it.
I mean, you're not a doctor. You're just going off what you know. So, and you are dead. Dead is scary, but don't worry. Because meanwhile, two people roll up to a dock. Ellie and me, you show up to the dock. You see a series of small boats, a nice steamer that's sitting there. What do you do?
I'm gonna look for the old boat that we used before.
You recognize the dog name, just like Nemo.
Yeah, this one's safe. Let's get on this one.
Alright, I'll trust you. Never had to get on a boat here before.
You step on board, and there's the old, friendly, salty sailor who greets you with open arms, Ellie, and immediately hugs you.
Hey, step on it. We gotta go somewhere.
Oh!
Is that a throttle? Let's go.
Right, I'll go along and move the throttle along. You know, if I didn't know better, I'll say you was chasing your friends, your ears. Quite nice people just came through here a little bit ago, they did, carrying an old bloke on a horse with a blackened hand, they did. Oh, looking mighty nasty, but I wish them the best. I don't like to see bad things happen to bad people. I don't know, sorry. No, especially after how much you helped me, you all did. It's just putting along.
Why is Tobias okay? The guy with the hand.
I mean, he was a bit unconscious. A bit of wrappings wrapped in black they were. I hope he keeps his hand. I mean, I've seen fish go bad like that. Normally, you gotta throw them out. You do. Not good for eating. Not when they look like that. They're not.
Is that throttle going all the way?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the last one who came in here, he tried to push it farther ahead, he did. But I will tell you this, faster than any rower you could ask for. No arms are stronger than me lately here. Nope. Just putting along we are. Sit back, enjoy the scenery, try to ignore the smell. It's a bit nasty out here, it is.
Oh, I've smelled worse.
Oh, positive attitude. It's what I like as well, I'll say I do. Reminds me of fish, the sea, it does. Putting along we are, that's what I always say. Putting along. And eventually you guys make your way to the other side of the shore, a bit of a ways behind Nemo and Toby.
All right, we got to pick up the pace. We're like running.
You guys, you're freaking dashing after him, trying to catch, and that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
This
Alright.
couldn't have gone worse.
You know,
Bit of chaos.
Au contraire.
Sometimes it happens.
We could have tried to play doctor, and it could have been so much worse.
True.
If we would have shown up to the safe house, you just killed him. Like
He's just dead. He's just dead, and we're just
tried to do surgery and killed him. True.
Good news is we're in the neighborhood of plenty of resurrectionists.
Yeah.
I don't want to be turned into a zombie.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I think that's racist. Actually.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like me? Is that what you're saying?
All right, you're a special zombie, Nemo. Don't you worry.
Oh my god.
Yikers.
You're not like those mindless
undead
pigs out
Tobias
there.
before a gremlin.
I would also
Just
take
you
undead
wait.
Tobias before a gremlin.
Just,
I vote for the gremlin.
I'm not gonna say anything.
Well,
I'm not gonna say anything, but I vote for Gremlin too.
We knew that already.
You're not going to say anything, but you are going to say some things.
No gremlins.
Yes.
No gremlins.
I'm gonna say Gremlins are the best race in all of Malifaux.
jeez.
So we're gonna find out if Tobias is dead or not. In next session.
Otherwise, you're gonna
Keep
meet a
him
great
alive.
gremlin, which is gonna be a really fun experience.
Who's here for the all Gremlin game?
Yeah,
Wrap us
go
up.
Daniel, go! Shut us up! Go Daniel, go!
You guys are doing great. All right, I want to take a moment to shout out everyone who has joined us this evening. Specifically, I want to thank everyone who shared all over the Facebook, get the word out. Thank you so much to all of you, and shout out to Glitchy_Princess for both the follow and the sub. So shout out to them for this. So we want to thank everyone who has joined us this evening in a fantastic venture, and what could be Tobias's last stand. There's no way to know, but it's entirely possible. But the next, if you enjoyed this content, please give us a follow. You can also subscribe to the channel to help support what we do. You can also support with that Prime subscription as well if you enjoy the content you see here. The next time you will see us is tomorrow for Candlekeep Mysteries on our show Iron Valor, as Brandon works the party through that entire module, and we can see what's going on there. You can catch CJ on that show as well. Friday is Short Rest. That's at 8 o'clock Central Standard Time. We'll be playing some games. I don't know what's happening yet, but it'll be a break. It'll be fun. We'll have a whopping good time, and it'll be just wonderful. And then Monday is Fate's End, which is a 5e homebrew show that we have that is set in the world of Aurora, which is the setting that our Kickstarter is coming out with on July 19th. So you can go check out our Kickstarter page, get notifications for that, and see us play in that world on Mondays. That's at 7:30 Central Standard Time, where you can find us. Follow us on all of our socials at Ink and Lyre everywhere, and of course enjoy the rest of your Tuesday evening and going into Wednesday. So we're gonna go off on a raid to someone in our little community here, and then we're gonna take off. So shout out to all of you, and we have a good night.
Goodbye.